Yeah, it'll take a sec.
There we go. Here we go. We're live.
Okay.
Yeah, you're live now, Billy Ray. Whenever
I got you. I'm waiting on my music to start. There we go. Hello and welcome to Scripts Gone Wild, the latest in our series of virtual reads designed to try and make you forget that eggs are $20 a dozen. With me, as always, is our equivalent of the Christine, Marilyn, Audra singing Ladies Who Lunch, Dave Lawson.
Man,
Dave, how are you, sir?
That was way over my head. I'm not quite that smart, but I'm doing great.
That's delightful. Tonight we are reading a true classic, one of my absolute favorites, Empire Records, and we're raising money for an incredible cause, FoodBank for New York City. These folks are doing amazing work right now, and you can donate by visiting our website at scriptsgonewild.com. You'll find a link there that'll take you right to the donation page. Our friend Alexis is going to be on the chat, posting the link throughout the night. Also, our graphics department has spent hours upon hours working on something very unique and very special for Zoom. Dave, why don't you show us what they've accomplished?
This was so for the record, this was about 13 hours worth of work.
Wow,
but I feel like it really paid off.
Wow. Wow.
I think that it's
Wow.
I think that it's like pretty top notch. If you look at it.
It is pretty outstanding, I would
It's not
say.
even it's maybe the worst thing I've ever done.
Wow. So maybe just go to our website and don't look at that graphic so your eyes don't burn. If you can make a donation, we would love you to make a donation, whether you love or hate what you're going to see tonight. Just toss some money their way. And now I think Amy has joined us now.
She has.
Amy?
She has. She's getting her drink.
And hopefully getting her audio together.
Yeah, sure. It'll come along.
So I'm going to do some introductions to all of our lovely readers. And so why don't you wave jauntily as your name is called? We have Michael Urie. We have, I'm going to skip Amy for the time being. We've got Andy Mientus.
Hi.
Olivia Taylor Dudley. Cole Doman. Rakefet Abergel.
Hi.
Van Hughes.
Hello.
Kira Powell.
Hey.
Luke Forbes. Gabby Biianco.
Hi.
Kenzo Lee.
What's up?
Jack Williamson.
Hey y'all.
And we've got Amy Seimetz as well.
Finally.
Welcome everyone. Had everybody seen Empire Records before they signed on to do this read?
I think Luke.
Yeah. Long time ago.
No, never seen it.
I just watched
Never
it
seen it.
again.
And it's odd. I should have because I've never seen it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I harassed you, Billy, for like 2 months telling you that you should do this.
She did. This is true.
Good call.
Well, good. We've got a nice mix of folks there. We're also going to do something fun right now before we kick off. We've got a couple of musical performances of songs from the film. And first up, our very own Miss Gabby is going to be performing Sugar High.
Oh my God. I love that this is the first thing that you want me to do.
This is the first thing I want you to do.
All right. I'm just going to move my iPhone away,
Sugar
but
High.
not the lyrics. I tried to learn this earlier today.
Muting the camera.
Yeah, if everybody will mute their audio except for Gabby.
Oh gosh. I'm just going to move my iPhone away, not the lyrics. Wait, it sounds all echoey. You guys hear that?
Muting the camera.
Yeah, if everybody will
I'm doing
mute
it
their
right
audio
here.
except for Gabby. It's very echoey, darling. You want to get rid of that echo.
Me? I'm echoey?
I think there's something
Wait, it
playing
sounds all-
audio somewhere else.
Muting the camera.
It's not me.
If everybody will
I'm doing it right here.
It's very echoey, darling. You want to get rid of that echo.
We're getting a sound loop.
I
don't
think
know
there's
what's going
something
on.
playing audio.
Here, maybe unplug.
It's not me. Who's echoing?
It's you. If somebody's playing the YouTube link in the background.
Oh, not me.
Live theater, everybody.
Hi. Yeah, is everyone else going?
It's you. If somebody's playing the YouTube link in the background.
I don't know what
No, nothing else.
Live theater, everybody.
Maybe just X out and re.
Do you want me to X out and re-enter?
It's you. If somebody's playing the YouTube link
Let's
in
do
the
that.
background.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
No, nothing else.
Hold on.
Theater,
Let's
everybody.
do that.
X out and re.
Do you want me to X out and re-enter?
Let's do that.
It was definitely her.
Well, Dave, why don't you go ahead and play the video?
You know what? Let's just play the video. Or do we want to
Let's
have
just play-
Glenn? Let's have Glenn play his song.
Well, let's make sure the audio issues are worked out
was
first before we
definitely-
have that, because I'm still hearing something in the
Dave, why don't
background.
you
go ahead and play the video?
Still looping,
what?
but
Let's just play the
we could
video.
always just call it.
Hey,
Wait.
Billy Ray, stop sharing your audio sound.
Wait, no. I think it just went away. I don't hear it anymore.
Oh, there we go. Oh, good.
There we go. So there we go. Okay, it just had to go away. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So there we are.
Live theater.
You won't see it anywhere else, folks, and we haven't even started drinking yet.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, so there's Gabby. So Gabby, you're set now. So Gabby, you go ahead.
Did that
Let's all-
sound better?
Yeah, let's mute our audio.
Okay. All
There
right,
we go.
let's do it, guys.
Here we go. Sugar high.
I have the lyrics in front of me.
Ready? Here we go. 1, 2.
Excuses anything but. Sometimes reputations outlive their application. Sometimes vibes just don't go out. Even when you're playing with them, I feel so funny deep inside. And it makes me wanna say goodbye.
Sugar high.
I really need to get by.
Sugar high.
Gotta have it and conceal it, sugar high. I can go out and not even leave the house. A TV set up all crashing out on that old couch. Watching Saturday Night Live. Yes, that's why it feels so funny deep inside. It makes me wanna kiss myself goodbye.
Sugar high.
Gotta have it, really need it to get by.
Sugar high.
Wanna feel like it will see it, sugar high. Wanna kiss myself goodbye. And I feel it, oh, I feel it deep inside. Sugar high. Sugar high. Far away. I've explored the deepest caverns of my mind to try and find an explanation why I get this funny feeling deep inside when I think about my life. I wanna kiss myself goodbye. Sugar. Gotta have it, really need it to get by.
Sugar high.
Can't conceal it, gotta need it to get high.
Sugar high.
Sugar high, wanna feel it, sugar high.
Sugar high.
Gotta have it, gotta need it, sugar high. Woo! I think Belle stole the show.
That was amazing. I do like that the dog came on about halfway through and just turned off your video. It's like,
She's all about that life. Like
Yeah.
Belle's like really a star, guys.
I feel like we'll be seeing more of her tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me-
Billy Ray, you're muted, FYI. Billy Ray.
Thank you for that, Gabby.
There you go.
So right now we're going to turn it over to. We're super excited that we've got from Toad the Wet Sprocket, Mr. Glen Phillips is here. We are super excited about that.
A lot of people are still muted.
Yeah, they should.
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
mute.
Yeah. So Glenn, glad to have you here. Just a personal note, I wore Abulum out when
Me
it
as
came
well.
out.
We were literally talking about how that tape for both of us, that tape got wore out. Like I think I ended up buying 2 tapes and the CD eventually.
So very excited to have you here. So everybody's on mute. We're going to turn it over to you, sir.
Shall I sing?
You shall.
All right. Crazy Life from the film Empire Records. There you go. I'm going to mute all you. Whoop. What happened? Sorry. Something went wrong. There we are. What is with my guitar? Sorry. I'm really sorry.
Hey, we strive under technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties more or less are our middle name. So you're good.
Anyway, now it don't seem right. He isn't there and you're on the outside. Crazy life. Over Pine Ridge to Wounded Knee. Blood on the ground as far as you see. A crazy life. In the air I'm sensing a change of weather. In the end the path is clear. Does anyone remember here? Did you all think it just disappeared? A crazy life. What have you done with Peltier? Who do you think taken away? A crazy life. Bury and won't stop it breathing forever. Underground it takes to roll. In the air I'm sensing a change of weather. In the end the path is clear. Anyway, it don't seem right. He isn't there and you're on the outside. What have you done with Peltier? Who do you think you're taking away? It's not over. It's not over, it's not over, over, over. It's not over, it's not over, 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 over.
Yeah.
Dude, Glenn, that was really, I don't know.
Amazing, dude. That was so good.
That
I'll
was,
do it in tune next time.
If
Beautiful.
that was out of tune, holy crap. Glenn, we know you got to go real quick, guys. Before we get started tonight, we got one more video that is for our sponsor, FoodBank New York. So give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. Thanks again, Glenn. That was amazing. Thank you for being here.
Have a great night. Enjoy.
Absolutely.
I'll put it on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
There's days when my guys come in and they'll tell me about stories. People stopping them on the train, people talking to them almost like they're superheroes. And it just gives you a sense of pride, just to make a difference. You know, not too many times in life you get a chance to take care of your family and others. All right, good morning, fellas. We got a lot of loads in here. All right, we just got to make sure get this produce out to the people. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You look around this place, and every case in here is a meal for a family, for a child. We feed 1.4 million New Yorkers. Just imagine putting 1.4 million people at a dinner table. Just imagine what that looks like. I'm Darryl Gardner, and FoodBank is for New York City.
In this community especially, there's a lot of parents who doesn't have food to bring to their table. And FoodBank is doing a wonderful job to make sure the parents get the opportunity to bring home healthy food for their children.
Kids really love the apples, the broccoli. My name is Eddie.
My name is Stephanie, and the
FoodBank is here for our family.
My name is McKenna, and FoodBank is there for kids. I gave FoodBank $18 because they needed more money to make food for people and children. Giving made me feel proud because I think I made people happy.
My name is Heidi, and FoodBank is here for our future. We have a tremendous need on campus, and so we have students having to choose between food and books or rent and tuition. If it weren't for a partner like the FoodBank, we probably wouldn't have alternatives for them. It makes a difference. Once you do get them the things that they need and you see that load being lifted, and especially when they're graduating or they've gotten that certificate or that GED, you really do feel like you made a difference and you see the immediate impact of the work.
Poverty doesn't know any boundaries, doesn't know any ethnicities. Poverty can hit anybody. We're located in heavily Jewish neighborhoods, and the Jewish poor want a kosher meal. We're open 9 years, but it's kind of 9 years every day a miracle that we are able to feed every person who walks through our door. We get a lot of help from the food bank, the fresh vegetables that we put into the menu, all from the food bank trucks. My name is Alex, and Food Bank is here for our community.
In our 31-year history, we've been called Food for Survival, FoodBank NYC, New York City Food Bank, all kinds of things. But we take great pride in the fact that our name really is FoodBank for New York City. For is our favorite word because it really means that we are the food bank for New Yorkers, and that means a lot to us.
I think
there we have it.
I think, you know, it goes without saying, obviously, shit sucks them right now. We have a lot of New Yorkers and a lot of people that have strong New York roots on this read tonight. So we really wanted to find something that would be, you know, personal to everybody reading tonight. So thank you guys for sharing your time with us. And
give us all your money.
Thanks for bringing that up. It's great.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah. So guys, I'm going to get into the rules real quick. Go ahead and unmute your mics if they're muted. Scripts Gone Wild is a drinking game. If a reader flubs a line or misses a cue, anything we can spin as a mistake, they drink. Our Twitter followers choose social words. Anytime those words are spoken by a reader in the script, everyone drinks. Tonight, that social word is Rex. But we have a special addendum to that. Normally we have 2 social words, but we have just one tonight because in the script, that character is referred to as Rex Diamond rather than Rex Manning. So if any of our readers accidentally say Rex Diamond instead of Rex Manning, everybody's got to drink. So that is our other social word.
So don't fuck it up, guys, because
Yes.
or do whatever. I'm down to get drunk. So
Now this only applies to the readers, not me. So if I say one of those words, you guys don't have to drink. So you can be rest assured of that.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yes. Our Patreon subscribers, they choose a finish your drink line. It's usually a memorable line from the film. And whenever we get to that line and it is spoken, we finish whatever drink is in our hands, whether it's a fresh pour or, just a couple of sips. And line this week was, I'm trying to remember it verbatim. I believe it was, I don't need you to tell me about my art, Warren. Is that it?
yes.
Yes. And so when we get to that line, we will finish whatever is in our hands, and hopefully it won't send us to the floor.
What page is that on?
Who says that?
What page is
AJ says that somewhere in the script.
Somewhere in the script.
I promise you that it is written in the script, maybe. Or maybe it's not.
And at 8 o'clock, which will happen in about, a few minutes, we'll probably clap for the medical workers with everybody else too. So I'll stop us when we get to that. But that's kind of become a
8 o'clock Pacific.
8 o'clock Pacific, yes. So you know what, guys? Does anyone have any questions? If not, we're going to get reading.
Cheers.
Let's do it. You have a question?
has one.
Amy?
I'm just gonna let you know, somebody's gonna have to take drinks from me because mine is always like delayed. So my lines are gonna come in like probably in the middle of somebody's scene. Thank you.
It'll work out real well.
So many Zoom meetings, and it's just literally like I say something and I just wait while people go.
I love that. I love the static that happens as she explains her bad connection.
Bad connections are our bread and butter. Okay, guys, let's kick it off. Empire Records by Carol Heikkinen. Fade in. Casino night. The camera's the POV of a guy at a Vegas craps table. We tumble past blurred lights and faces on a field of green. A final face looms. It's Tony Lucas, 23. He's praying. Clinging to his arm is Diane, 30s, a pretty housewife. Tony opens his eyes and winces. We hear a buzzing sound. Empire Records roof, night. A 40s neon sign dominates the roof of a 2-story deco building in downtown Fresno, California. The sign reads, Empire Music since 1949. It's buzzing. The sign starts to flicker and sparks sputter from the words since 1949. They blow up. The sign goes dead. Titles up. The Beatles, A Day in the Life, which they could not afford, so they did not use. Then there are lyrics to that song, which they could not afford. A montage in the style of Green Day video, because this is 1995. AJ's apartment. AJ, 23, a lanky art student type, is taping a jaw grid.
Drink.
Drink. A jigsaw grid of colored Xeroxes to his bedroom wall. Corey's bedroom. The pretty blonde is Corey, 17, a wholesome girl next door with an edge. She can't sleep. She kicks off her covers, revealing a flannel pajama top and demure white cotton underwear. Gina's room. Gina, 18, is a dark-complexioned free spirit. She stoically watches as her date climbs out her bedroom window. She pulls on a Jesus Jones t-shirt because, yes, it is 1995. Mark's room. He's 17, short-haired nerd, handsome in his own way. He wears only plaid boxer shorts. A Walkman headphone cord is curled around his neck. Why, everybody?
Why not?
Because it's 1995. AJ's apartment. AJ's dog licks AJ's lips to wake him, and AJ squints groggily at the now-finished art piece, and he looks at it lovingly, his crush on Corey evident. Corey's kitchen. Her parents are gleaming copper kitchen. Corey pours sugar into a Diet Dr. Pepper. Yum. Gina's kitchen. Gina holds a peanut butter burrito in her mouth as she pulls on a short skirt. AJ's kitchen's reading a paperback. Mark's house, he pulls his 10-speed out of the garage. Gina's house, she lives in the projects. AJ's place starts his wrecking a Buick.
All legs and short skirt.
Corey's bedroom, he wears a revealing halter camisole top. Corey's house comes running out, carrying several backup outfits. She hops into Gina's car and they roar off. They careen through Fresno, California, a small industrial town. Titles end, song ends. Back to Empire Records. The slanting sun casts a warm glow on Empire Records. Fresno's hippest music store. Built as a bank and converted in the 1940s into a music store. It is 2 stories of Greek Gothic turned over the years to funk. It shares a parking lot with a Walgreens, a Shakey's, and a Chevron. AJ and Mark sit on the curb in front of the store waiting. AJ's portable stereo is playing a Gin Blossom song about love called Till I Hear It From You, which I guess this was written before the song was. AJ listens intently.
I've decided I'm going to start a band.
What are you going to play?
Lead guitar, maybe bass.
What kind of music?
We're going to play straight up rock and roll, like this in the 60s, early 70s, all original music, our own tunes.
Well, good luck. Good luck. Don't forget the little people. Don't ever forget the little people.
All right.
A car pulls up and stops right in front of them. Diane is driving. The passenger door opens and we see Lucas. He gives her a long kiss and slides out of the car.
Thanks for the ride.
Anytime. I don't know who was supposed to be that.
Anytime.
Who was that?
Lucas, where you been?
You two must listen to me and must vow not to tell anyone, especially Joe, what I say. Then I must get in my vehicle and vacate this entire area.
AJ and Mark each silently press 3 right middle fingers against the right eye, then lower the hand. A secret swear code.
I went to Vegas. With Diane.
With somebody's wife.
Lucas nods, playing a smooth character. He touches his nose with the tip of his finger.
With somebody's money.
Woo! Did you win?
I did not. So if you guys ever wonder if it was nice to know you, I tell you that it was.
Shit, Lucas, you're an idiot.
I don't regret the things I've done, but those things I didn't do.
Lucas, how much?
$9,000.
AJ and Mark are alone again. Mark is wondrous. AJ is bummed.
Really? $9,000.
Joe let him close last night.
So? Oh. I guess he didn't live up to the responsibility of the position.
Looks like, no, not the full responsibility.
They see a car entering the parking lot. They stop laughing and silently watch their boss park his 66 Corvette and approach. Joe, 35, wears a white shirt and tie with his jeans and carries a sport coat. There's a Roadrunner tattoo on his bicep. Cool. Joe's a wiry, muscular guy who looks like he might be more at home under the hood of a car than managing a record store.
Hey.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Joe.
AJ gives Mark a cut-it out look. Mark nods. Joe unlocks the front door. Mark points at Joe's jacket.
What's with the boss threads?
Fucking Rex.
Rex! Drink!
Yeah.
As they enter the store, we see
Yeah, no, but Rex is the other word.
You're double. It's a double.
Shit, okay.
We double fucked you. As they enter the store, we see a poster by the door. It reads, "Oh, everybody clap!" Care folks and essential workers, we dedicate this massacre to you. As they enter the store, we see a poster by the door. It reads, "Meet Rex Manning at Empire Records, Saturday, April 8th, noon to 4 p.m. There's a picture of Rex Manning, 30s, a former teen idol, played by the gorgeous Matthew Caulfield.
He's pretty. I mean, like, he's pretty.
No more.
AJ looks Joe in the eye, smiles, and finishes what must be a Rex Manning lyric.
Mon amour.
Joe, unsmiling, closes the door behind him. We're in the record store. It's a big one by Fresno standards. Half the store is high ceiling with hanging lamps and high windows that continue up to the ceiling. The other, it's just a fucking record store. 2 cash registers are positioned near the door, and there's an information booth situated. The phone is ringing as they enter. AJ ignores it, heads straight for the back room. Mark tries to do the same.
Get that, will you, Mark?
Empire Records open till midnight. This is Mark. Hold on. Joe, it's the bank.
Joe turns around, takes the phone from Mark. Another phone line rings. Mark picks it up.
Empire Records open till midnight. This is Mark. It's the boss. Yes, Mr. Beck. Hold on, sir.
Mark heads for the back room. Joe puts the bank on hold and hits the second line.
Mitch, how are you? There was. Did you drink because I fucked up? Sorry, I'm gonna keep going. There was no deposit? No, I'm sure it's just a mistake. My new night manager must have fucked it up somehow. I'll call it I can. Bye, sir.
She hangs up the phone.
I'm an idiot.
The back room of Empire Records.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Joe? What's up, Joe? What? Are you sure?
Here he comes.
Joe enters.
Joe.
Fuck, it's me. It's all right. Come here, Lucas. That's
Drink.
Really, I shouldn't. Okay, fine. I'll drink.
No.
Damn it, Lucas.
What's the matter, Joe?
Great morning. Corey and Gina continue driving to work. Corey rummages through her pile of stuff. She comes across her French book.
Want my French?
Corey, in 5 weeks, high school will be a distant, horrible memory. We shouldn't even be going to class, much less doing the homework.
The real object of Corey's search is her sexy ass Rex Manning Maxwell Caulfield LPs.
Look, I found them all. Meet Rex Manning.
Drink!
The Manning family sings. Rex Manning, all my love. And
Drink!
Oh my gosh. That's messed up because you get punished for saying Manning.
Yeah.
And we always say Manning.
It's called double fucked, Olivia. It's
double fucked.
Say no more, mon amour. A whole song about telling a woman to shut up and fuck. Oh, fuck. Hand me my pills.
Corey pulls Gina's birth control pills out of the glove compartment.
You're not gonna believe what a dick, what's his head, fuck chick was last night.
His name was Patrick.
He said he had dope, but he didn't.
Corey examines the open packet of birth control pills.
Gina, it's Saturday. You didn't take Wednesday through Friday.
Gina pops the pills onto her tongue and crunches them.
For my personal best.
Gina, do you know what this does to your hormones? Just don't ask me to babysit your kids when 3 arms are growing out of their necks.
Joe's office. Joe stands behind his desk talking to Mitch on the phone.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's right. The money's here. He just left it in the safe.
Joe nervously moves things around on his desk, and we see a training manual emblazoned with the Music Town logo.
Yeah, we'll deposit it with today's receipts. I'll do it myself. All right? Yeah? Goodbye. Goodbye, Mitch.
Hangs up the phone, thinks Mitch is a raging asshole.
Raging.
Empire Records. AJ comes out of the back room and sees Corey. She's pressing her face against the glass, making faces, and he grins. Gina sings the Concrete Blonde song, Joey. No, that's a timeless song. She's belting it.
I don't know the words to this song, so I'm just gonna drink. And if you're somewhere drunk and pass out on the floor, Joey, I'm not angry anymore.
I think that was more or less the lyrics.
We apologize to Concrete Blonde.
Happy Rex Manning Day.
Rex, drink.
And this is what you're wearing? Because I love it. It's conservative yet daring.
You know, there's a lot of talk about Corey's clothes in this script. Sorry. Restrained yet bold.
Note the naughty
Fine.
display of skin at the wrist right here.
Joe's office. Joe flips through his Rolodex, finds Lucas's phone number and dials. He rocks on his feet, agitated.
Lucas, you better be here. Pick up the phone, Bucket.
Joe waits. He draws a deep breath, trying to stay calm. In the back room, Corey and Gina put their stuff away. Corey looks at AJ, worried by the news of Lucas.
Oh my God, we knew Lucas was strange, but
What did she look like? Was she a customer?
Joe's on the phone.
Have you seen Lucas around? Oh, no, nothing's wrong. I just want to reach him.
Mark enters, tosses Gina a box of M&Ms. Gina shakes one M&M into each of her hands, some kind of morning ritual. Corey tries to see what color AJ got. He won't show her. She tries to open his fist, and they roughhouse playfully. Ha, 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 ha. Finally, she pries open his hand.
see what's happened here is you have my M&M and I have yours.
So I do. Some kind of mix-up.
Some kind of crazy mix-up.
Trades M&Ms with her. He gives her his yellow M&M. Yeah, he secretly adores her.
Okay, Corey's yellow.
The girls smirk at each other. Gina holds the box over her head. She shakes her booty, getting into the rhythm. She closes her eyes and pulls out one M&M.
10. Anybody? Orange?
Mark opens his palm triumphantly. He has the orange M&M.
Oh!
Mark chooses the CD and starts to put it on the stereo. Gina, Corey, and AJ roll their eyes. They know what's coming. Mark turns up the volume. Machine by Violent Femmes. That hit song from 1995.
That's 1995.
And we play that song. And while we play it, it's clear they've all heard the song a dozen times. Most of them hate it, but none can help moving and singing along to its catchy refrains. That's not a catchy song. AJ signs in. Gina pulls on her name tag necklace. Mark files the straightened CDs. Corey starts a pot of coffee. It's the day-to-day details of opening a record store one by one. One of them succumbs to the infuriating repetitive hook. AJ carries his cash drawer over like a head waiter, gives it a spin. Gina loads a price gun. Corey cleans up Gina's mess. Mark throws open the floor. AJ removes Mark's CD. Mark protests.
Hey,
I'm using my veto.
AJ puts in a new disc, hits play, a new song begins.
A veto, it's only 9 o'clock.
AJ holds up the offending CD.
They play this song in hell, Mark? I know they do.
Defeated, Mark goes back to work. As soon as he's turned around, AJ takes out his lighter and holds the flame under Mark's CD, cooking it until the surface begins to bubble. AJ puts the disc back in the case. In the back room, Joe comes out, frantic. He walks into the count-out room and rechecks the safe and area around it. That money is gone. Returning to his office, he notices Corey sitting at the art table flipping through a school textbook.
Hi, Joe.
Amy, that's you.
Oh shit, that's me. Sorry, I was just staring at Olivia. I haven't seen faces in a long time, and she's my friend. Anyways, oh, hey, I'll drink. Hey, Corey. What are you doing here? You're not on till 11.
So, it's Rex Manning Day.
Rex!
Oh, damn.
Tequila.
Damn. Damn.
And don't forget it's AJ's 5th anniversary.
Fucking Christ.
AJ sits behind the cash register. A customer approaches him.
Is that you?
Oh,
This is Jason.
Are these the only 2 Mariah Carey albums? Because I love Mariah Carey. She's my fave.
I have no idea. I'll find out.
Mark enters Joe's office.
Joe, the sign's out. The sign's out on the roof. It's out.
Oh, wait. What?
Hey, Joe, the sign's out.
Mark.
So you're not
Yeah, I
listening.
see it. I fucking see it. I'm looking at it, you asshole. Mark, come over here. Mark, look at me.
Joe marches out of the back room and heads for the register, followed by a distraught Mark. He by Gina.
Oh, work, people. Delay?
Thank you. No, it's still you, Amy.
I said work.
Yeah, there's more.
Yeah, you have another line.
Oh,
He's reading your name.
Oh. I don't get paid to do this for a living, do I?
You literally do.
Oh, not this.
I want you to find Lucas.
We're hammered.
Find Lucas?
I told him.
Jesus, Mark.
He threatened me.
AJ, bring Lucas here. Corey, take AJ's drawer. Gina, you fucking work.
The phone rings.
You better work, bitch.
Gina makes a show of going to answer it. AJ takes out his car keys and goes to the front door.
Empire Records open till midnight. This is Gina. Midnight.
Slam!
Nimrod.
A couple customers hear her and turn to look, and Joe witnesses the whole thing and goes silently to the back room. AJ gets in his car and pulls out of the parking lot. We see his car parked on the side of the store. Lucas sits inside, 1 foot up the dashboard, listening to his favorite song on the radio. AJ drives to the parking lot exit, realizes he spotted Lucas. Lucas sees him too, smiles and salutes. AJ puts it in reverse and backs up, and AJ parks his car right next to Lucas's. His driver's side window's lined up with Lucas's.
Oh, fuck. That's me. Okay.
Drink!
Shit, Lucas. I'm supposed to find you.
You win the jackpot. Ka-ching.
He hands AJ a plastic cup of change from Caesar's Palace. AJ shakes the cup.
Have you thought about what's going to happen?
Have you thought about what's going to happen? That's the question.
Now, what are you talking about?
Your future, AJ.
Lucas puts a hand in AJ's face, showing him 5 fingers.
5.
No, let's talk about your future.
My life is a package tour. I am simply the passenger.
Oh, yeah? Where do you end up?
That's the mystery. Do you know how many people there are?
AJ waits for the end of the question. When it doesn't come, he answers.
Almost 6 billion.
Really?
You want me to look for you?
No, I'm right here.
AJ pulls away. Lucas opens his door and gets out, a man prepared to face his destiny. The back room. Mark is in the middle of cleaning up the back room. He changes the CD and the portable stereo, singing Say No More, Mon Amour, to fill the silence. We can see into Joe's office. He sits at his desk and he calls out.
Any song but that song, Mark.
Sorry, I got it stuck in my head.
He hits the play button and music more acceptable to both of them starts to play, and he goes back to his job. The back door opens and Lucas walks in carrying the cup of change, and Mark sees him and freezes.
Marky Mark.
Hey, Lucas.
What, no Lukey Luke?
Joe gets up out of his chair and comes into the back room. Mark nervously looks out from one to the other. Lucas walks up to Mark, pulls a quarter out of his ear, and drops it in the cup.
Thanks, you're a pal.
Joe walks up to Lucas, a man with a purpose.
Lucas, where's the money?
Joe, the money is gone.
He spreads his arm out, making himself vulnerable to Joe's best shot.
Yeah, I know it's gone. Where's it gone to?
It jetted off to Vegas.
Uh-huh. And what's it doing there?
It's doing its thing. Recirculating.
Lucas holds out the Caesar's Palace cup as a visual aid.
Okay, you took the money from the safe and you blew it all in Vegas?
He jiggles the cup.
Depends on what you mean by all.
Joe is now angry. He slaps the cup Lucas is holding, sending quarters all over the floor.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I can't get angry. Not in quarantine. I told Mitchell Beck that you forgot to deposit that the money is here.
Joe, you lied for me?
Joe shakes his head. I'm going to read it for myself. I lied for fucking me, you asshole. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Joe turns, goes back into his office and slams the door. Lucas sits on the couch. Mark is slightly freaked. Lucas smiles at him reassuringly. Joe picks up the phone, realizes Lucas has jammed him, slams the phone down, and glares at the door. The store is getting busier. Corey still works at the register. Mark starts to clear spaces for Rex's event. AJ is at the information island, and a customer approaches him.
Do you have any older Rolling Stones with Rod Stewart?
Rod Stewart was never in the Rolling Stones.
Are you sure?
AJ sighs. Gina storms over to the stereo to take off the latest song before it plays another record.
Vito.
It's another Mark song, circa 1995.
What have we done to Mark that he inflicts this upon us? How pathetic can Mark's life possibly be that he would consider listening to this a fucking improvement?
What did you and Corey do last night?
We met two guys, and I took the cute one home.
What did Corey do?
You know, Corey, he's saving himself for Rex Diamond.
Rex!
Drink!
Manning.
I can't tell if she said Diamond or Manning.
She said Diamond. It's double drink.
What do you call him then? Like Justin Bieber?
Guys, I just spit sushi literally everywhere. I said Diamond. I said Diamond.
Double drink.
Rex Manning.
Oh.
Fuck Rex Manning.
Drink again.
Oh shit.
Two high school girls read one of the posted flyers advertising Rex Manning's appearance.
Oh my God, remember him? Vaguely, what a joke. Your decade's over, Rex. Do an infomercial
Rex,
and move
drink.
to Canada.
You said Rex. I don't have any more drinks. Hold on.
In front of the store, an excitable skateboarder with a blaring boombox song from 1995 talks on the paper.
Oh no, it's me. You have to hear it. God, you gotta hear it. You're gonna wig, man.
He turns the volume way up and holds the phone up to the box. In the parking lot, Deborah, 17, gets out of her car. She already wears the necklace that identifies her as an Empire employee. Deborah also wears a long-sleeve black top with a shredded Catholic school plaid skirt, fishnet tights, and combat boots. There's a scroll design tattoo at the base of her skull. She slams the door of her car and strides towards the store. Deborah is a badass bitch. Corey walks to the register. Gina at her side. She elbows Gina, points to a cute male customer approaching with a CD.
Oh my God, look.
Don't make a move. Ask him out. Ask him to come to Spin Doctors with us.
Yes, ask him to come to the Spin Doctors who are opening for the Black Crows, Bakersfield. The customer
Hey, the Black
arrives.
Crows are relevant again. They're relevant.
I know.
So we're
Corey
the
gives
Spin
him a
Doctors.
Corey gives him a cheerful, polite smile.
Hi.
Hi.
That was
Spin Doctors.
So how are you doing today?
pretty good.
Name.
There you go. Thank you.
The cute customer leaves and Corey looks defeated. Gina's disgusted.
Corey, repeat after me. What's your name?
I can't go to the Spin Doctors. My parents said no.
Of course your parents said no. Sneak out. What do you think your bedroom window is for?
Corey doesn't answer about the Spin Doctors. Another customer approaches during the Spin Doctors conversation. Corey automatically brightens at something other than the Spin Doctors.
Hi. How would you like to pay for this today?
Gina shakes her head and puts on a pair of X-ray specs glasses and climbs up on top of the counter. She stands on it, holds her arms straight out to her sides.
Ask me what I'm doing.
Thank you. Come again.
I'm looking far into the future. I see me working at Empire. I'm 80. Hey, I'm blonde. I think it's a wig. I see you. Your face is on Mount Rushmore, but you still live at home with your parents. They just put you in the Guinness Book as the world's oldest virgin.
Deborah enters and heads for the back room, and she passes by Corey and Gina.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Corey.
She hates me.
She hates me too, but at least I have the sense to hate her back.
Drink.
Ah!
AJ is on his knees with a tube of cement, gluing the quarters to the floor in the exact positions where they landed. Joe exits his office minus his jacket. He flops on the couch next to Lucas, rubs his head like he has a headache.
Did you need the money? Were you in some kind of trouble or something? No, he doesn't. He thinks about it. Yeah. Because if you're just fucking with me, I'll kill you, Lucas. I will fucking kill you.
Deborah enters the back room, moves right past them, goes into the bathroom and slams the door, and Lucas yells to her.
Hey, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
All in trouble.
Hey, all in trouble. Am I the only one with this line?
I'll drink.
Joe looks to AJ, hoping to confirm that Lucas is the one who's acting nuts. AJ puts glue on a quarter.
Great. AJ's in trouble. Aren't you, AJ?
He does the 5 gesture again.
No, I'm not in trouble.
Corey's in trouble. Gina's in trouble.
I'm the one that's in trouble, obviously, because every minute that goes by, I don't call the police. I look like a big yutz.
Yutz? Did that make it? Did that make it into the final?
It did not.
You're not a yutz.
Improvise.
Joe.
Any of this make it into?
You're not a yutz.
Thank you.
Joe.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, though. You screwed me, Lucas. What am I supposed to do now?
Drink.
Turn you into turn you in and tell Mitchell Beck. Oh, wait, that's the person. Mitchell Beck. I lied to him.
That's what any other record store manager would do.
That's funny.
I don't want you to leave that couch unless it's to get $9,000 fucking dollars.
Lucas salutes him.
And then you bring it here.
You know that I do.
Joe takes a few steps towards his office.
AJ, I need another closer tonight.
I opened Joe.
I know. I wouldn't ask, but
I can close.
Sorry, yeah, I could use the money. They just raised my fucking rent.
Damn the man!
Lucas is sincerely outraged, and Joe shakes his head and heads into his office.
Hey, Joe. Can I borrow your Game Boy? Game Boy? What?
1995.
Please. Please.
that's fucking fine. Yeah, all right.
Joe gets it from his desk and tosses it at Lucas. Lucas remembers the Jimi Hendrix song, Hey Joe, and sings the line.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Where you going with that Game Boy in your hand?
Hey, Joe, why you throwing that Game Boy at my man?
Yeah, I haven't heard that before.
In the bathroom, Deborah's staring at her naked face in the mirror, and she runs her fingers through her hair, making a face at her reflection like any normal teenage girl. She sniffles. She rummages in her backpack until she finds her compact. She begins to cover her face with pale, powdery makeup. Her hands shake. Something is very wrong. Later, a new song from 1995. Lucas plays with the Game Boy from 1995. AJ continues gluing quarters from 1995. Corey's voice comes over the intercom.
In 1995. Top 10 reasons Lucas went to Vegas. 10. Mistakenly thought all Empire revenue must be hand-delivered to Wayne Newton. Number 9. Siegfried. Number 8. Roy. 7. 7.
Maybe that's yeah.
Wait, 7. Sorry. I was waiting for 7 because again, it's Olivia and she's my friend.
Joe is a very good boss.
Bitches. Okay,
She said 7. Okay.
I know.
Drink.
Work.
Theoretical question: can someone be in love and not even know it?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Theoretically.
Right.
Deb emerges.
Hey, Deb.
How much did you take?
$9,000.
Not exactly the perfect crime now, is it?
Deborah reaches to put her backpack in a high cubby hole and her shirt sleeve slides back, revealing white gauze wrapped around her wrists. AJ notices.
Deborah.
She sees her staring at her wrists and covers the bandage with her sleeve. He gets up and goes to her. He reaches for her arm and she looks at him with fear. Determined, AJ gently takes Deborah's arm and she doesn't resist. He slides back her sleeve and turns her arm over, looking at the bandage from both sides, and it looks like it's for real.
What did you do?
What does it look like?
Looks like you decided to cut out early.
Yeah, here I stand before you in time for my shift. Life goes on. It's a wonderful life.
Jesus, Deborah, what happened? Did something happen?
Nothing happened.
You can tell us.
There's nothing to tell.
Leave her alone.
AJ challenges her.
What is
AJ turns to Lucas.
Hello.
Deborah, continue.
What is with you today?
What's with today? That's the question.
It's Rex Manning Day.
Rex!
Woo!
Mark stands in the middle of the store, his arms outspread. A song blasts on. AJ drags a life-size cardboard stand-up of Rex Manning by the ear towards the front of the store. Mark struggles to unfold the legs on a large table. In the back room, Lucas sits on the couch, craning his body to see what Mark's doing in the store. Corey staples Rex Manning posters to the wall. She kisses her finger and touches it to Rex's face. Ooh. Gina stacks Rex CDs in a bin. She defaces one with her gum. Mark still Mark's still fighting the table, sees Lucas sticking his head out. Lucas raises his eyebrow, offering to help, and Mark shakes his head no. No! Lucas leaves one foot on the couch and hops to a closer view. AJ improvises a decorative border around the posters. Lucas comes to a decision. He picks up one of the cushions from the couch and goes out to help Mark. Empire Records, Lucas approaches Mark holding the cushion.
I noticed you didn't leave the couch.
Not the whole couch.
Eddie, 18, passes through the store, heading for the back room. Eddie's a sweet-looking kid with blonde dreadlocks and braces. He wears a Shakey's Pizza employee uniform and carries a balled-up T-shirt in his hand.
Eddie, help us construct a shrine to King Rex.
Rex, drink.
I'm not on until 3. I'm just stashing my clothes. Hey, I heard you went to Vegas and got married. Is that true?
Not entirely true.
Oh, I made you a tape.
Music nerd Eddie unfolds a piece of paper on which song titles are written in multicolored ink, and there are a lot of people who evidently work in this record store.
Here's the deal. You start out with some industrial stuff, and then bam, little Soundgarden, then some vintage Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd.
I wrote them out so you won't get them messed up.
Bravo.
Mark, this is important. Without these songs, life is meaningless.
At the front of the store, Deborah takes over for Corey on the cash register. Gina is on the other register, and Corey moves her cash drawer. As Deborah puts in the drawer, Gina and Corey try to glance at her wrists. Deborah catches them. Defiantly, she slides her sleeve back to reveal the whole bandage. She holds it out with a flourish and waves her other hand as if like a game show hostess displaying a prize. Gina refuses to be intimidated, pulls up her shirt, and pulls down the waistband of her jeans to reveal her appendectomy scar.
Gina, it's not a joke.
You're the joke.
Hurt, intimidated, Corey walks to the back room with a drawer, and Lucas comes up to the counter, starts opening drawers looking for something.
Tape.
He's looking for tape. Deborah and Gina don't share his good mood. They glare at each other, and Lucas finds a roll of it and holds it up triumphantly.
Tape!
He makes the sign of the cross with the roll of tape. Joe sits at his desk talking on the phone.
How much is it gonna all together if I cash out now? That's bullshit. No. It's got to be more than that.
He slams down the phone. His eyes are drawn to a cardboard box in the corner of the office. In the back room, Lucas rummages through the cubby holes for something. AJ works at the art table, and Joe comes out of his office and stands with his hands on his pockets, thinking.
Marker.
AJ tosses a marker over his shoulder, and Lucas catches it.
Marker.
Corey comes out.
Corey. Tell me you were $9,000 over.
18 cents short.
Woo! Come on, 7. Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
Gina says over the intercom. A song comes over the intercom, and Gina has put on Elvis singing "Viva Las Vegas." She sings along. This is the last. Okay.
Yes.
It's the most important of all the straws.
And Joe, the best manager ever, storms into his office, kicks the cardboard box into the back room, and he opens up the box and withdraws a stack of papers. He hands out a couple and starts stuffing the rest in cubby holes. Corey looks up from her page, confused.
Joe, what is this?
Rules and standards for Music Town employee conduct.
We're not a music town.
We're not a music town yet.
He pulls an ugly orange Music Town vest out of the box and holds it up, and Corey looks horrified.
No gum, no food or drink.
They're turning us into a music town?
They made an offer. Mitch is signing the papers next week.
Why didn't you tell us?
You already have the vest?
I was doing what I could try. I was doing what I could try to stop it. I flubbed.
What were you doing, Joe?
All right, I made Mitch an offer. I scrapped together $25,000. He was considering making me a partner with an option to have him out over the next few years.
You were gonna buy Empire.
That would be great.
That would be great, Joe. Fuck Music Town. Don't let Mitch sell us out, Joe.
You know what? Fuck you. You don't get it. I'm waiting for his approval, and he's gonna find out I lied to him about the $9,000. You know what a jerk he is?
Mitchell's the man, Joe.
He's a jerk. He's just a jerk. He's the man. I'm the fucking idiot. You're the fuck up, and we're all losers. Welcome to Music Town, baby.
Page 34, ladies and gentlemen. Deborah and Gina stand at their registers, reading the employee conduct sheet, thoroughly depressed by what they see.
No visible tattoo.
No revealing clothing.
They look at each other in agreement on something for once in their goddamn miserable, pathetic lives. At the Rex Diamond. Oh, Rex Manning.
Yeah.
Got him.
Mark reads the rules of conduct.
Music Town playlists must be adhered to.
AJ reads the list to Corey.
Employees must be courteous and polite at all times.
I may be polite, but I'm not wearing that vest.
Not only will you wear the vest, you will look so amazing in the vest that everyone will want to quit their jobs and work at Music Town.
We see a shoplifter, 15, working his way down the rock aisle, efficiently selecting CDs, swiping a magnet over the magnetic security tape and stuffing them down the front of his pants. Lucas and Mark staple Rex Manning posters to the wall behind the table and set up.
First thing you need is a name. Then you know what kind of band you've got.
Yeah,
They noticed the shoplifter.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of calling it Mark.
Just Mark?
What do you think?
I like it. Perfect. Don't change a letter.
Mark is thrilled to have the approval of his hero. The shoplifter starts to walk casually out of the store. The shoplifter, who will be played by Dave Lawson. Lucas gets up and follows the shoplifter.
Where are you going? Joe said not to leave the store. Joe said not to leave the back room.
Lucas stalks his prey. The kid notices being followed and stops to browse through some CDs near the door, and he glances up at Lucas and he grins at him.
Guava tunes, kid.
What?
Lucas grins and nods obliquely. The kid is nervous. He heads for the door, walking casually. When Lucas doesn't follow, he breaks into a run. Lucas laughs and runs after him, and Mark drops out after he's doing it and runs to the door.
Shoplifter!
Lucas chases the shoplifter across the parking lot. The kid is fast, but Lucas is determined. Deborah follows Mark out the door. Gina picks up the phone and hits the intercom button.
Lucas is chasing a shoplifter in the parking lot.
She hangs up the phone, flips a switch, which sends the music to the speakers outside the store and cranks up the volume. It's the Violent Femmes, of course. Classic anthem, Kiss Off. I hope. Then there's the Kiss Off song. Joe, AJ, and Corey burst out of the back room and run into the front. The line of Rex Manning fans watches the action, and Gina's voice comes over the speakers outside, cutting into the song.
Attention, Rex Manning fans.
Drake!
If you look to your left, you'll see a shoplifter attempting to flee with stolen merchandise. In pursuit, night manager Tony Montana Lucas. Let this be a lesson to any of you who are considering shoplifting a Say No More Mana More CD today.
You're welcome to the 70-year-old listeners for the Scarface reference. Lucas chases the kid with the confidence of a cougar running down his prey. The kid glances back, tries to pick up his pace. A CD slips from his pants leg and cracks on the cement. Back in front of the store, the employees watch, and Mark nods his head with the beat and sings along.
Hey, I forget what 8 was for.
And Joe says...
And then Joe reads. Nope.
Joe?
Get it.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I was laughing.
We're waiting.
Guys, from now on, the name Joe is
Get
going
him.
to be...
Just go
The name
get
Joe
him.
is going to be
Fucking
Amy from now on. Lucas and the shoplifter reach the edge of the parking lot. The kid loses time when he loses. They basically chase. They just do a lot of running and chasing. Lucas grabs a handful of the kid's shirt and gets up, pulling the kid with him, and they're both filthy, sweating and panning. Top of 37.
I do not mean to brag, but you gentlemen are in the presence of the ultimate weapon against small-time criminal activity.
You're an apprehension machine.
You don't see the irony in this. You.
The situation is rich with irony. You need not tell me this.
You got caught, but you got caught by the beat. Best. The best.
Yeah, you got caught up in the beat, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Hey.
Give him a fucking medal.
Bifocals.
Hey, I have this. I'll make you a tape.
Fuck you. Parking lot. A black Lincoln pulls up behind the store. A male driver and a woman carrying a briefcase get out of the front seat. The driver opens the door. In the back seat is Rex Manning, 38.
Wait, he is way older than 38 in the movie. Right. As a 31-year-old woman, I'm horrified that he's supposed to be 38 in the movie.
As a 38-year-old man, I'm horrified that he's.
Oh, I should go. Here we go. Cut it too short. He's a butcher.
He goes over to the woman, his assistant Jane, 30. Jane is dressed in a business suit, but we see a hint of flamboyance about her. Rex turns and shows her the back of his head.
See, cut it too short.
I don't think so, Rex.
Tell me it's long, Jane.
It's a little bit shorter. I think it flatters you.
I look like a hedgehog. Why is it so difficult for you to find a competent barber?
I'm sorry, Rex.
Good.
But, oh, yeah, sure. But if I had your face, I wouldn't want to hide behind too much hair.
Rex can't argue with that logic because he's a narcissist.
Can't argue with that logic.
Joe dials the phone as AJ, Corey, and Lucas enter with Warren and put him on the couch. Corey turns on AJ's boombox. And Joe says,
Oh, fuck. Okay. You said it was going to be Amy. Okay.
Freak!
Oh my god.
You threw a new role in and I was following it.
Amy, I think you're fucking brilliant.
Okay.
Oh my
Warren,
God.
stand up against that wall and hold these up in front of your chest.
No. We're at the bottom of page 38, Joe.
I Oh fuck. Okay, fuck. I was like scrolling through and I'm too drunk now.
It's only getting worse from here.
Oh my god, my eyes, my
It's gonna be a
eyes.
long night, guys.
Joe is an
Ready?
enormous
Okay,
hole.
next part. So ready. Wait, let me do it serious.
Bottom of 38. Your
This
first
is
line starts
Joe
with
Ready
Corey.
at Empire Records.
That's good enough. He looks threateningly at Lucas. You can hear a pin drop.
We have a shoplifter in custody. How old are you?
Old enough.
Yeah, he's now. Yeah, thanks. Someone's going to jail, and it's not gonna be me. Maybe tonight, but what's your name, buddy?
Warren Beatty.
Joe doesn't even blink. AJ takes a Polaroid camera out of a cubbyhole, and Joe hands the pile of CDs to the shoplifter.
Yeah, okay, Warren. Stand up against that wall and hold these up in front of your chest.
Why don't you take them and stand on top of that desk and shove them up your ass?
Warren, where do you get this hostility?
The bathroom door opens and Gina comes out wearing one of the orange Music Town vests with nothing underneath.
Seriously? I don't think these are so bad.
Warren looks like his eyes might pop out of his goddamn head.
Although, if this doesn't qualify as revealing clothing, I have to wonder what does.
Gina, yeah, girl, dress codes are like a big thing in work environments. But go ahead and get dressed. Corey, turn that down. AJ, go up the roof and fix the fucking sign.
Before anybody makes a
told you
move.
all to fucking do.
Before anybody makes a
my
move, the back
God.
door opens. Jade walks in, followed by Rex Manning, and everyone freezes.
Welcome to Music Town. May I be of service?
Gina? Get fucking dressed! Absurd.
Hi, I'm looking for Joe Peretti. Is he here?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm.
Yeah.
Jane, eh?
Pleased to meet you, and this is Rex Manning.
Rex.
Oh yes, Mr. Whatever your name is, because I don't drink anymore.
Can't remember.
Hey, Mr. Bieber, we're so pleased to have you here. We all love this new album. It's so earnest.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's he doing here?
Shut up, Warren. Let me introduce everyone. So this is Corey, and AJ, and Lucas. Just like wave, guys, and Warren.
Corey, AJ, Lucas, and Warren. Nice to meet you all.
He shakes each of their hands as they say their names. Warren looks at his hand like he might have the cooties now.
Hi.
Corey looks at her hand like she can't believe he touched it.
Hey, Rex, what happened to your hair?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Got a haircut. I think you got a little carried away.
I like it.
You do?
It looks great. I mean, it looked great before too.
Someone's got some noise in the background. Just a note. Corey poses with his stolen CD as AJ takes his picture. Gina pins the photo to a bulletin board covered with Polaroids of previous shoplifters holding merchandise. And there's a montage of Polaroids. Lucas poses with his arm around Warren. Lucas, Corey, and Warren pose together. Rex and Warren pose together. Joe in his office. Lucas, Warren, Rex, and Corey pose. Mark poses. Gina pins up a photo of Lucas holding a Caesar's Palace cup. A crowd is lined up, starting at the table Mark set up and going all the way out the door. And Mark emerges from the back room and strikes an authoritative pose behind Rex's empty chair. Rex has come out next. The crowd, mainly women in their 20s and 30s, clears and claps. Rex smiles modestly and goes to his chair, and he greets the first woman in the line warmly.
Hi, what's your name?
Kathy.
So you
Rex starts signing an 8x10 for it. She gives him a copy of his new CD for him to sign. Kathy, you were my favorite singer in high school. I've seen every episode of The Bannon Family and Mama's Family.
Who's your favorite singer now?
Oh, it's still you. Back room. AJ enters and walks to his display to resume work. Lucas and Warren sit together on the couch, and Jane sits in a chair reading a paperback.
Hey, AJ, theoretical question. If Rex Manning were stranded by the side of the road and Axl Rose drove by, would Axl stop to help him?
Does Axl carry a jack?
No way. Axl would spin the wheel, take aim, pound the gas, and run him down.
Lucas makes screeching sounds and then a skidding, crunching noise simulating the whole incident. Joe comes out, a crazed look in his eyes. He agitatedly mourns himself. More coffee.
Moors himself, pours, drink.
Oh, shit. Well, God damn it.
Nice way to call him out. Joe, I'm worried about your caffeine intake.
Joe passes behind Jane, giving Lucas the finger over his head. Mark has taken a seat and pulled it up so he's just behind Rex.
So, like, if we wanted to cover a song of yours, would we have to write you a letter, or like, could we just cover it?
I think it depends on if you're getting paid.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
Warren reaches down to pick up a quarter and discovers it's glued down. He tries another. Lucas slips through the stack of stolen CDs.
Glued these quarters down.
I did.
What the fuck for?
I don't have to explain my art to you, Warren.
Oh,
that is the drink line. Finish whatever's in your hand.
Oh,
Oh, that's the line? Oh.
That's a line.
Oh, I have a lot of this left, and it's kind of warm now. Oh.
This was a very
The
open
whole thing?
Warm lager.
16-ounce PBR.
I'm giving you a warm
PBR,
lime white
Jay.
claw.
All right.
It's bad. Oh.
I just
that
postmated McDonald's.
Bert.
I don't think I should drink anymore.
That was a lot of whiskey. That was a lot of whiskey.
Oh.
I did it.
Oh, do I have to finish the pizza in my hand too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One bite.
Okay. Do you guys want to watch me
Finish all
shotgun
these
this?
nuts?
No.
Shotgun the pizza.
Give in to
Eat
peer
it.
pressure.
Put the pizza in your mouth. Put the pizza in your
Ooh.
mouth.
Put it all in
Hold
your
on.
mouth.
This is
for
for
an
my
There
OnlyFans. You guys, you have to pay for this.
Oh, God.
It's like ASMR.
This
Oh,
is
it
my
was
15
horrible.
minutes of fame.
All right, Lucas, you're up.
Warren, look what you did here. Rap, metal, Whitney Houston?
For my girlfriend.
Someone like you need to diminish your criminal impulses, not magnify them. Maybe some jazz or classical.
Have you guys heard Rex's new album?
Rest in peace, Queen Whitney. Warren looks at her like she's nuts. AJ glances at her and back at his work. Lucas smiles at her.
Fucking teeny bopper chick music shit.
Actually, it tested quite well among teenage males.
Jane, did you compare the percentage of teenage male Rex Manning fans
Rex.
to the incidence of homosexuality among teenage males?
Homophobia. Welcome to the
I am
stage.
also interested in that
Up on
data,
this page.
though.
We're
Proud of that.
All
Proud,
the
proud
homos
of
in
it.
the house say
God,
ho.
Rex Manning should have been given to all men so we have more gay boys.
Thanks for the tip.
Hey, Burko.
Lucas, I heard a story about you.
Which one?
The one where you bogarted $9 grand and flew to Vegas.
I was feeling lucky. I still am.
Who's this?
This is Warren.
Shoplifter.
Hey, Warren.
Hey.
Is Deborah in today?
Yeah, and she's got bandages on her wrist. She won't say what happened.
Oh, man. Really? You all right?
Something going on with you and Deb?
No, nothing. No way. Wait, who's this?
I work for Rex Manning.
Rex!
Rex!
I need to pour more drink.
Urko snorts. Warren, AJ, and Lucas can't help snickering, and Jane gets up.
Excuse me.
Jane goes to Joe's office door, knocks, and opens the door a crack.
Can I come in?
Joe looks up at Jane. She shuts the door behind her, tries to find the right words, and Joe anticipates a complaint.
You know, I don't even like his music.
And then Amy says,
Wait, what page are we on?
46, bottom of 46.
Like we should all drink
Okay,
on
got
that
it. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry, babe. Sorry, Jane. Have it.
Oh, okay. I'll just go, maybe.
Yeah.
She said it. Have a seat.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing. You know, I just turned 30. Am I young or am I old? Did you know Lucas stole $9,000?
Yeah.
What is he, 21?
23.
He needs to be a much more interesting person. I'm getting less interesting. Do you think that something like that is reversible?
I used to be a musician. Now I am manager of a record store.
What happened?
This used to be a music store. Bobby Beck, the owner, used to let me come in and play drums on the demo kit. I'm sorry, I'm really reading. And I worked here part-time in high school, and we had a band. We played instruments after closing. I went into the circus. It was really fucking rough. And when I came back, the old man that was sick, my old man, and I took over managing the store. My dad owned the store. So now Bobby's dead, and I'm working for his asshole son. I think I took that weird.
Guys, they sit in silence for a moment, and it's an uncomfortable silence.
Yeah.
Go.
It should be.
Okay.
I don't know how I can work for Rex and I see absolutely no value.
Rex.
What is happening with Gina's?
Listen, Jane, though. Seriously, after everyone takes their drink, Jane.
No.
You were stuck on a desert island. You could use your CD. You can hold the plane.
Right? If he notices I'm gone, tell him I quit.
Somebody else at this time. I'm just sorry. Just like use that CD to signal planes and yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, just tell him I quit, Joe. Just tell him I quit.
Great.
I quit.
No. Today. You want to do this today. You don't want to do that.
Yes. I think today is the day. Goodbye, Joe.
Come on, Jane, come on. No, don't do it.
No.
Joe unhappily starts towards Rex's table to break the
Don't go.
He sees his boss, Mitchell, a 29-year-old wearing a Hugo Boss shiny blue suit with cowboy boots.
Okay.
That's hot. Talking to Rex. Mitchell is loud and full of himself.
Joe, I was just telling Rex how my father founded this store. He used to sell pianos right where you're sitting. Then my dad turned it into a record store.
Oh yeah, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Joe, can't we do better than this? Can we, with the champagne for Mr. Manning? Here's the big businessman. Can't even get our star a glass of champagne.
Sorry, I don't drink.
Get Rex some bubbly, whatever.
Disgusted, Joe heads towards the back room and Mitchell follows. Lucas sits on the couch with Warren.
Joe, did you put the money in the bank?
No, I told you I'll deposit it with today.
I'm going near the bank. Why don't I take it there right now?
Mitchell, it's Saturday.
I'll throw it in the weekend box.
Box? Don't you mean drop?
What do I do but box drop, buddy? Man, you know me, Bobby Bill.
Joe goes into the count out room and Mitchell starts to follow.
Mitch, have you met Warren?
Young Warren.
Wait, is that?
You turned already. Sorry, you turned impatient.
Yeah.
Young Warren
No,
came
it's not
in
me.
today
It's
and
not me.
made
Yes.
quite an impression on everyone.
Joe is alone in the count out room with the door open and Mitchell turned to face Lucas. Joe racks his brain a moment and then has an idea. He grabs a stack of count out sheets and stuffs them into a zippered bank deposit bag from the top of the safe and zippers the bag and locks it. And Lucas continues extolling Warren to Mitchell.
I need more alcohol. Am I not
Get it?
That was out loud.
On camera, Bianco.
myself? Oh no.
You said the quiet part out loud.
Our apologies to Lucas.
Warren's not like the rest of his generation. He knows what he wants in life and he goes after it.
Joe, just remember, the people you hire reflect directly on you.
Wise words. Mitchell leaves.
Yeah, I'll try to remember.
Nice move, Joe.
People, yeah.
Fuck do you know what I
Fucked
want?
up, yeah.
Dave, say that again. I didn't hear it.
How the fuck do you know what I want?
Burko looks around the store, is acting cool about it. We've definitely sensed he's looking for somebody. He heads up to the mezzanine because this record store has a goddamn mezzanine. Deborah is working there, but sees Burko first and ducks behind a rack. He shrugs, worried about Deborah. He slides down the stair railing as they all do. Joe is recovering from Mitchell's visit and Corey comes in.
Joe, can I serve Rex his lunch?
No. Burko's taking care of it.
Joe, Burko will insult him to his face. You know he will.
I don't care if he sticks a fuse up his butt and lights his fucking ass on fire.
Joe, I have to bring him his lunch.
No.
Joe, I need to bring him his lunch.
No.
Joe, I'm bringing him his lunch.
No, you're not.
Thanks, Joe.
Corey lays out lunch for one of the storage lunchroom off the back room, and it's perfect. Wildflowers, glass of wine, lit candles. Satisfied with her work, Corey closes the door and removes, flash dance style, the halter top that she earlier decided was too sexy. Now she wears just a loose shirt over nothing. It's risque, but hardly scandalous. And she starts to rehearse the seduction of Rex. She scowls from under her brows across at the chair where Rex will sit.
Rex.
Drink.
Wait.
Rex, drink.
Wait, what?
She did it. She's doing it.
Drink.
Wait, go for it.
I know this seems sudden.
And now we switch fonts. In mid-practice, she hears it.
I know. Why is it a different?
Damn.
It's so weird.
All of a sudden, it's a restaurant menu.
Yes.
Oh, no. This seems like a font Noah Baumbach would use.
It's an awesome. It's like an awesome like neighborhood Italian restaurant font.
Yeah. She opens it and Rex enters, escorted by Mark.
We'll have a food groups, Corey. Hey, how come only one plate?
Because Mr. Diamond's gonna eat in peace.
Drink, double drink.
Oh, you said Diamond.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why?
Look, he's Mr. Diamond to me.
Olivia.
She unceremoniously pushes Mark out as Rex sits, murmuring compliments about the food, licking her lips, sultry as possible before he launches.
You know, I used to imagine marrying you when you were on the Manning family.
Oh yeah. Let's see. You must have been in kindergarten.
4th grade.
Oh yeah.
Not as young as you think.
Wow.
She locks the door and kills the overhead lights. Rex pauses, fork in midair. Her voice is husky.
I fantasize doing this every single time you're coming.
You fantasize doing what?
The moment of truth. She faces him and undoes her shirt buttons. He stares, a half smile on his lips. Corey's trembling. She can't turn back now. She lets the shirt fall. Rex looks at her heaving bare chest and smiles, and Corey is not prepared for his smile. Her confidence drains from her face.
You're very sweet, Karen.
I'm not sweet, and I'm not Karen.
Humiliated, she pulls on her shirt. Unfortunately, the sleeves are inside out, and it takes her a while. She's hyperventilating. Oh, she's hyperventilating, sweating. The worst moment of her life just gets worse and worse and worse.
You need help with that.
She gets the shirt on and runs out of the room. Corey runs out of the back door and climbs the fire escape, desperately looking for seclusion. She reaches the roof and runs to a hiding place near the front, but when she gets there, she sees AJ kneeling at the base of the sign, and his tools are laid out. He's trying to repair it. Corey quickly collects her motions.
Hey.
Hey.
He barely looks up. He doesn't notice that Corey's in near tears.
Hey. Yeah, hey.
Corey studies the 2-story distance to the pavement below, wonders what is contemplating jumping.
Hey, and hey again.
She sways forward and then sways backwards, swaying left and right.
Be careful. Don't touch that wire.
Corey turns and kneels next to AJ. She studies the thick wire sticking up from where AJ is working.
Oh, my internet's not working. Why not?
We switched fonts again. By the way.
We're back on a new font. Back on.
I feel safe.
It might be hot.
What would happen if I touched it?
As if under some spell, Corey positions her hand near the wire as if willing herself to reach for it.
It's 220 volts. You'd be toast.
She does not pull her hand away. Staring at the wire, she prepares herself. AJ finally notices the weird energy to his side and turns to Corey just in time to see her grasp the wire. Her free hand flails out as she squeezes it tightly. Hot. At first, we think she's been jolted because her body trembles, but then she sees, or she opens her eyes. God damn. As if she's surprised to be alive.
What's wrong with you? Are you crazy? Why'd you do that?
Shit, it didn't work.
Corey, are you okay? What's going on? Did something happen? What happened? Just what?
Unable to say, her eyes plead with him for his comfort. He figures it out and grabs her in a hug.
Oh.
Just be nice to me today, okay? Don't yell at me. Don't make fun of me, okay?
And I just want to clarify that was a socially distanced hug from at least 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay.
There's something wrong with me. I know it.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Everyone thinks I'm...
Say it.
Hold on.
Say it so we can excuse
Drink.
it.
I drink.
She
drank.
says a really bad word. She says a really bad word
I
that
don't.
1995 was okay with.
I think you're perfect.
What?
Do you remember that day about a month ago when Mark set off the store alarm? Gina got dumped by that dentist guy and cried all day. I drew that picture of him and Lucas made a voodoo doll. You wore that skirt I made. I made.
Drink!
That skirt I made. You wore that skirt I hate.
What skirt?
The one with the flowers.
You hate that skirt? But you
I
hate
hate that. I hate that skirt. And I thought, if I can love her in that skirt, this is really it.
The blue skirt.
I wasn't gonna tell you that I hate your skirt.
Tell me what?
That
I love you.
That was it for him.
Corey finally realizes what AJ is saying. Her eyes instinctively flit to the side. AJ turns away, already angry. He said it.
You love me.
Yeah. Fuck.
A long silence, guys. A long silence.
Annie Baker.
I can get a French fry.
Let's flick this shit.
You're my best friend. Now everything's going to be weird between us.
So forget it. Forget I said anything.
He pulls away and exits. Corey watches him go. Her day ruined. He sits down and stares at the mountains in the distance.
No.
Deborah sits on the floor in a record aisle doing inventory on a laptop. Laptop? Okay, it's 95, I guess. Her fingers fly across. Joe sneaks up on her, concerned.
You don't have to work today.
Great. I'm off to Vegas.
Yeah, okay. You can talk about, you can talk to me if you want.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I just don't care about younger people's feelings anyway. But anyways, you can still talk to me. I'm not just your boss, but I actually am.
I like to think of you as my god.
Yeah, well, maybe I should call your parents.
Do that. Yeah, and I'll walk into your office, pick up one of your Phil Collins drumsticks, and stab it through your heart.
That escalated so fast.
That's scary. But okay, don't do that. Don't do that. You are not going to do that, Deborah. It is not a very good idea.
Oh my God.
And there's some life that we're talking through.
In the back of the store, Joe hangs by both hands from the railing of the fire escape behind it. It's his ritual for relieving stress. AJ climbs up the stairs to be at eye level with him.
Can I talk to you?
No.
I had this picture of how it was going to be when I finally told her I loved her.
She is going to say she had secretly felt the same way about you. Right?
What? There is a script, we have a whole. It'll tell you what to say.
Oh shit.
Thing.
Amy, I don't know.
She was gonna say
I've never met you, but I think you're fucking amazing.
She was gonna say she had secretly felt the same way about me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, great. She had a big fuck you to everyone. Do it.
We're making our way down the page.
She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it.
Joe, you know something? Right? I quit. I gotta get on with my life.
Here, let me have you. Let's improvise for a second. Hey Joe,
You're Joe, Amy.
Amy, you're Joe.
Guys, I'm so drunk that I actually understood her logic.
Because my brain is like, I can't right now.
AJ makes the loser L sign on his forehead and then the 5 signal.
Okay, babe.
Loser.
Wait,
5 years today.
Sorry, AJ.
Joe.
Bring me back to what line we're supposed to do.
Page 58.
Which one?
Page 58.
Dave Lawson.
Okay, wait, here we go.
King
All
cat.
right, ready? How about this? How about this? You start at the top of 58.
Oh my God.
Page one.
Top of 59. If we're doing top of 59.
You like
It's
how
top
I'm
of
so
59.
condescending
Top
that I
of
said,
59.
hey, babe. Hey, babe.
Wait, what? Where are we? Where are we at?
Like, I'd like to try one of my scenes again.
I fucked up and I said, hey, babe.
We're at the
crying.
middle of we're at the middle of page 59. We're gonna go from AJ's Hey Joe line.
Do whatever.
Great.
Oh.
Oh God. Hey Joe, you know something? I quit. I gotta get on with my life.
Wait, like I think my script is different though. I'm not kidding.
It's
No,
not.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't see it.
That's on the middle page.
It says 50. It says 50. It says 58 on the script.
Yes.
It's 59 in the PDF because there's a title page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you say 59, I say like it's annoying. I'm following along.
Funny, I fucking love this.
The middle of page, middle of page 58. AJ, one more time for the win,
Joe.
Guys, this is my first one. I'm so grateful to be a part of this right now.
I hope you guys have
Something?
pizza too.
I quit. I gotta get on with my life.
Okay, great. I don't know where I am right now.
You would pick today.
On your PDF, it's page 59. On the script page,
Okay.
it says 58.
You would pick today.
Loser. 5 years.
I'm not a loser.
today.
I write scripts for a living. I
That's the line. No one's calling you a loser.
Wait, where?
Oh my God.
guys,
fucking amazing.
What did I miss?
Wait,
I just want to take this
Honestly,
second.
I don't see the line.
I want to
Everyone
take
at
this
home.
second to say
Sorry,
that
I want to go back for you to have your performance. I feel like
No.
I'm being like
this is fine. I just want to say that the girlfriend experience is fucking amazing.
but I want you to have your moment. Wait, where is this line?
Maybe if you share
My
your
moment.
screen, we can point it out to her.
You just said the line. You would pick
Fucking,
today.
I am like
So,
crying. I'm crying.
AJ makes the
Oh,
loser L sign on his forehead and then the 5 signal.
Loser. 5
Page
years
what?
today.
Page what?
58.
I know, but it's
I
Oh wait, I see it.
There you go.
oh
gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
We hope a lot of
Sorry,
people
I'm
watch
just
this.
like I've worked all day and I'm getting drunk with you guys. And this is what
Hey man, I think you're doing great.
Okay.
I think you're doing great.
Let's do it. Here we go. Page 59 of 118.
I'm ready.
I mean,
halfway there. Here we go.
Backing up, I want you to give your line.
Guys, all my best scenes are coming up. I'm so excited.
I'm so
The
sorry to
actors
the New York readers with us tonight. I apologize.
Bitch, I'm in Denver. I'm in. Shout out to Denver.
Here we go. AJ,
Denver's great.
let's start from the loser line and let's go
No,
at
not
it.
again.
Loser. 5 years today.
Yeah. You want to be a manager?
Depends. Who's at Caesar's Palace tonight?
Oh, wow. Because I'm from Tampa. But anyways, you'd be good at it. I trust you at anything.
I don't want to be night manager. If you make me night manager, I might never leave.
Come on, don't quit. Or don't quit. Or don't quit or do whatever you fucking want to do, but not today.
Joe has lowered his head on page 59. He shakes it back and forth slowly as he repeats, "Don't quit." AJ gives him a look, and Joe's managed to convince him to stay. They start walking back into the back room.
But I'm not going to work here forever.
All right. Looks like I'm not gonna work here either.
AJ opens the back door and locks into the back room. There are 2 police officers in there. AJ turns to warn Joe.
Oh my God. Oh.
Okay, Corey comes back.
Everyone
down
should have a
to
fucking
fire
script
escape.
because Amy, you're killing it right now.
Deliberately avoiding the store, goes to Shakey's where she finds the most secluded table and sits miserably. The cops have already handcuffed Warren. Lucas, still sitting on the couch, grins at Joe.
The long arm of the law has embraced our friend Warren.
This is fucked.
Hi. Oh hey, I'm Joe Peretti.
What do you do, Joe?
I'm the answer of all this.
Tell him
I'm in control.
Tell him what he did.
Jason.
I think we're all done here.
You had one job.
You should be taking him.
Where are we?
2 pages later.
No, I see it, but like, wait, you should be like picking him. Like, this is so fucked. I didn't hear you. This is so fucked. You should be.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
so
great.
fucked. You should be taking him.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna perform seriously. I'll try my best performance that I did on FCU.
I want to see a Stranger Things level performance. I want a Stranger Things level performance here.
No, you don't need a statement here. Just go away. Just go away.
Yeah, burn my
You don't
eyebrow.
need a statement here.
I didn't do shit. This guy took $9,000.
We took one for Mr. Lucas.
This is some fucked up shit.
Sorry, guys. Okay, keep going.
See you again.
Oh, wait, do you want me to do it again?
No, it's your line.
It's a new line.
I already did it. I told you. I did.
You have a line.
You have another line.
You've got a line.
I already said you don't need to take a statement from me.
Yeah, we're on the next
Going.
line.
Okay,
So they
great.
said 3 more lines.
Sorry, I'm just concerned about my performance.
Don't be.
Wait. Can we calm down?
You can't tell me where to go.
Bye, Warren.
Warren, expect
Good luck, Warren.
The story.
Don't let the man get you down.
Okay,
Don't be
Warren,
sorry.
I expect you to see the story again. Okay, great.
His
Don't be
voice breaks.
sorry.
Amused, they take turns doing the exit line, trying to imitate him perfectly. Everybody.
You'll
You'll
be
be sorry.
Shakey's Pizza. Corey sits staring at her soda at her secluded table, and Gina approaches holding a pizza. Gina, where are you at?
Oh. No sad faces on Rex Manning Day.
Rex, drink.
I've been looking all over for you. How was lunch with Rex?
Rex, drink.
Oh God.
Oh man.
He's taking me to Vegas. We're getting married.
What? He's some kind of freak, right? Creep. I meant creep. Pizza offering. Did he talk with his mouth full? I know you hate that. Did he pick his nose and eat it?
Corey can't stop laughing. She and Gina start to pick the toppings off the pizza. They move the ham to Gina's side and the pineapple to Corey's, just like they've done a million times before because it's a Hawaiian pizza. And that's what you fucking do. For the moment, they're best friends again.
No, he was nice.
No, then what's with you?
You know that guy last night, the one you took home, Patrick? That was the guy I liked, and you scammed all over him.
What? How was I supposed to know? Never, bitch never made a move.
Maybe you could have given me a minute.
Corey, we're in the car for an hour. You could have at least let me know. You acted like a stiff. Do you know? I mean, do you think guys like that?
Well, they may not like me, but they don't respect you, and it's no secret to anyone they don't love you.
Well, yes, yes, Corey. Corey. What do you know about love, Corey? You're in love with the cardboard Rex stand-up, Corey.
Rex, drink!
I can distinguish fantasy from reality.
I spilled my drink. But yeah, Corey. He's the one you're afraid of. Corey. Corey, if you're never going to grow up, you don't even know if I can be your friend anymore.
Corey is stunned silent, unaware Eddie comes up to them with free drinks.
On the house. Hey, did Rex see my
Rex, drink!
Manning now 8-track?
This
Twice?
is 2 Rexes. It's a double drink.
Oh, that's a
Rex
lot.
is twice. Oh,
Ugh.
I can't, guys.
Shut up, Eddie. Just shut the fuck up.
Gina storms off. Eddie looks at Corey. Jeez.
It's totally mint. It's never been played. It's worth over $200.
Please, Eddie, just please shut up.
Eddie walks away bewildered. Corey stares at the pizza, 2 halves of a circle separated. In the mezzanine of the record store, Deborah is hiding out in the glass enclosed classic section, and she sits on the floor with a button machine, punching them out. Burko enters, goes to her, and hands her a piece of bazooka bubblegum.
Oh man, I love that shit.
Oh, hey, are you okay?
Oh, you're muted, Kira.
Deborah, you're muted, Kira.
Oh, hey, what's up? And why does everybody insist on asking me that? No one's asked me that yesterday.
Deborah unwraps the gum with her teeth, bites the piece in half, and hands half to Burko.
Well, I mean, sometimes I think like everything we're doing is it's an illusion. I mean, you can't sell music. It's impossible. I mean, what is music? Is it the words? Is it the notes? Is it the tape or the vinyl or the shiny polymer petrochemicals they stick on to it? No. It's magic, right? Anyone who's ever heard Bob Dylan can tell you that. Anyone who's heard Janis Joplin or Lyle Lovett. I mean, even Rex Diamond is magic.
Rex!
Oh, great name.
I
Guys,
was with you until Rex Diamond.
Rex, drink!
Rex Manning, guys.
I mean, Rex Manning.
God damn it.
Double drink.
The guy's dead. The guy's dead. Look, hey, I'm sorry about what happened last night.
Urko, lighten up. Have a button.
She hands him a button which reads, "What's up?" and indicates her wrist.
This isn't about you. I'm a teenager in America. I'm a receptacle for society's ills.
Okay, Deb. Well, be that way.
Burko exits in defeat, but we can tell from Deborah's expression that he got to her on some level. She gathers her buttons briskly. Joe is on the phone, the door ajar. Joe, meaning Amy.
Wait, what page are we on?
64.
64. 64.
Okay, I'm on there. I was scrolling ahead.
Amy, you're the fucking best.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay, wait.
Corvette.
Hey guys, it's a 66 Corvette. Easily worth $9,000. No, it needs some work, but you know what I mean.
Deborah enters, sets a button down on his desk and leaves. Joe reads the button. To forgive, divine. He sets it back down. It's Gina's turn to sit with Rex. She's openly flirtatious.
I don't know. It's just something I always able to do. I can tell you what color and what kind.
All right. All right. What am I wearing right now?
They're jockeys.
Go ahead, describe them. What are they?
They're jockeys. And they're dark blue. Am I right?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Wait. Well, you check it out and then you let me know.
Okay, I will. I'll do that.
AJ has a piece of the Empire sign and is making a repair with a soldering gun, a soldering iron. Corey approaches gently, tentatively.
Oh fuck, it's me.
Yeah, I was muted. Yeah. What you
Not
doing?
Amy.
This isn't working.
What's not working?
Acting like nothing happened.
We were friends. Can't we at least be friends?
You know what? No, we can't be friends.
Why not?
Because it's too hard. Open your eyes, Corey. You have no idea how hard it is to be around you.
AJ exits, leaving Corey devastated and confused. Burko was at the information counter. A customer hands him a CD and Burko looks at it.
No, I don't get this. This is crap.
At the back of the store, line of Rex fans has dwindled to nothing.
Rolling a joint. I'm sorry, I'm rolling a joint. Go ahead.
Rex looks discouraged. Gina smiles at him slyly. He smiles back. Lucas sits alone on the couch bored. He lifts the sofa cushion next to him and pulls out a Playgirl magazine. He's intrigued, almost opens it. Gina enters. Lucas shoves the magazine back under the cushion. Bell barks. Mark and Corey are on the register. Corey can't get her drawer to work. She's losing it. Deborah comes up and gives Corey a "fuck Rex" button from a big ass thing of buttons.
One for Miss Teen America.
Thanks.
And one for the man with the band.
Mark, you're muted, bud.
Cole, you're muted.
Cole, you're
Guava.
muted.
Guava.
Deborah rolls her eyes, leaves her basket on the counter, and carries the button over to AJ, but his eyes are on the move. He heads across the store. Bell still barks, watching Rex the whole way. Rex is standing as if stretching casually. Now he ambles into the back room, and AJ punches the air.
Yes!
He trots to the Rex CD display. Deborah follows him with his button, and AJ unwraps a Rex CD. Gina stands by the shelves, rummaging through her bag. She keeps one eye on the door to the store, and Lucas' eyes are on the couch. She's not looking, so God damn it. She's not looking, so Lucas stealthily retrieves the Playgirl. The door opens again, and he quickly hides it. Rex enters. Gina turns her back to Rex and goes casually into the count-out room. Lucas watches her go, turns to watch Rex. Just as casually, Rex follows Gina into the count-out room like a perv. They close the door behind him. Lucas knows what they're up to, and he's satisfied with the way things are going, and he retrieves the Playgirl and keeps it at arm's length, takes a peek. His eyes widen, and he coughs at what he sees.
Jesus.
Boobies. Back at the register, Mark and Corey are processing customers.
No,
One
that's
of
a
them picks up-
Playgirl.
No, the Playgirl.
So many things happening.
Oh, whoops, so bad. Okay.
Penis.
Dickies. Back at the registers, Mark and Corey are processing customers. One of them picks up one of Deborah's buttons where she left them on the counter. It says, "Never mind, go."
How much is this?
How much is this?
$3.98.
The customer gives Mark some $5. Mark makes change from his own pocket and keeps the $5. Corey gives him a look.
Hey, I make $4.25 an hour.
Wow, 95.
AJ
We all
puts on
know.
the Rex CD and cranks up the volume. It says, "No more, Monomore."
Deborah, do you believe this?
His other legs gets in the action, twitching to the music. Now his arms start to flail gently. His body's starting to dance. He can't do anything about it. Deborah laughs, covering her mouth with her hand.
Hey, Deborah.
Get away from me.
I hears the song and I gots to dance.
Me, you don't.
Say no more, mon amour.
He pulls her to him, and now she has no choice but to dance. He leads
like
her through
she
the
still has a
store
choice.
with grand motion. Oh yeah, she's consenting to this. Leads her through the store with grand motions, goofing on the corniness of Rex's song. Lucas hears the song and puts down the magazine. Two customers, a middle-aged gay couple. Oh, gay couple.
What?
Look
No.
at this.
Can we
Get 'em
sit
out.
down now?
Get them out.
I don't support
Identified with them
anyone
as a
towards
child.
this.
Rex's Barry White influence "fuck me" jam is rendered absurd. Then the narrative is acted out. AJ and Deborah move through the aisle, leaving toppled displays and CDs in their wake. Lucas approaches a secretary-like customer and requests the pleasure of a dance, and she agrees. Burko starts dancing all by himself, arms raised in the air, twirling in circles. Mark and Corey watch AJ and Deborah dance, and Mark jerks his head in the direction of the dancers.
Come on, let's cut her out.
No, I can't.
She's also too busy watching AJ, who can't really dance. Mark approaches a customer, an older woman who looks delighted to be asked, and begins leading him in a ballroom step. Jones comes out of the back room. Rex is nowhere to be seen, and most of the employees are dancing to Say No More. He wears the expression of a man who's at the end of his rope. Deborah pulls AJ's t-shirt up to his shoulders, revealing his bare chest. She pulls his shirt all the way off and tosses it out of a nearby record rack. Mark's elderly dance partner begins to do a Tory Burman grab with him, and New goes next to it. Now AJ and Deborah's dancing to something more serious and sexually pulls her close and moves her around her body with sexual blah, blah, blah. Carrie White, she next her to the front counter and sits on the floor. Mark notices Joe. He kills the song. The store is silent. Go, Amy!
Don't know where we are.
Page 69.
Yeah.
It's your big scene.
But I'm sorry. I like it stalled and you guys like came back on.
Page 69, your first line.
I already warned you guys. My internet's shit.
You are not a liar.
It's been confirmed.
Okay, great. Here's my monologue.
Here we go.
All right,
Here we go. All right, settle, professionals. Here we go.
Hey, go ahead. You fucking dance. Next week, you'll be dancing in a music
People. There it
For
is.
real.
I'm back.
Just don't know what corporate life is like. And guess what? Only you won't be dancing because I'll bet you 9,000 delicious. Sorry, I'm trying to like read this. Delicious. There's a music town employee conduct rule which especially prohibits dancing. Say no more. Mon amour.
What should we do instead, Joe?
What should we do instead? You know what? You should appreciate me, you assholes. What
We'll
the
figure
hell
something
am
out.
I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do?
You'll figure it out, Joe.
Here, wait, let me like put this like script bigger real quick. Because I did make it really small.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, we did.
What the hell am I supposed to do? Do I send him to jail? Do I send him to fucking jail?
Yeah, you said that.
I saw it, yeah. I'm doing my own version.
Me too.
We're all doing your version.
But like, here's the thing. Who is he going to ask to bail him out? For real.
We're out.
Put up my $9,000. Say it never happened. That leaves me with $15,000 instead of 25. And I lose the store. Do I tell No, I can't even do that anymore. I can't even
Something out, Joe. You're a superb manager.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
thank you guys.
Love you, Andy.
Thank you for all of us.
Oh my god.
Superb.
Oh yeah? Oh, I know this part of the movie. Verb.
Billy,
Lucas,
that was-
is that your line?
No, you're.
By the
you're-
way,
you're-
I know this part of the movie where he says superb, and I beat the shit out of that guy. Yeah.
No, I beat the shit out of that guy. Look at me. I'm so masculine.
Lucas, take it.
What am I taking?
You'll figure something out, Joe.
Oh, I've said that. I've heard that.
I didn't hear it.
You drink. You
I said it.
You already said it.
They all stare at Lucas, who is not being sarcastic. That's it for Joe. He grabs Lucas by his collar and slams him up against the shelf of CDs. He hauls off to punch Lucas and barely redirects his fist into the shelf behind. The CDs go flying. Lucas is oddly calm.
Superb.
Joe looks like the good kill. Instead, he pushes over a rack of tapes and Joe goes into the back, leaving the room shell-shocked. Rex and Gina are going at it. Gina sits on the counter, her top unbuttoned, and Rex has his hands inside her shirt and his mouth all over hers. Gina undoes his belt, and they get to the underwear question. She was right. Navy blue jockeys.
I knew it.
Gina.
I mean, I was right.
Gina, promise me you will use this power only for good, Gina. Promise me. Gina,
Yeah,
promise me.
I promise.
Thank you.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Burko and Lucas follow Joe into the back room only to see him slam the door to his office, and Burko is exasperated with Lucas.
Like, who is Burko? Let's be honest. I mean, like, this guy just. What is this?
This is not the time for existential.
Unbelievable. Who am I?
Unironically, Scott Pilgrim. Unironically.
Guys, we've only got 50
I don't
pages
think-
to go.
Okay,
50
hold on,
pages
hold
to
on.
go.
Hey, wait, who am I
It's 1
talking
o'clock
to?
almost here.
Follows. You know, I don't know why you're so pleased with yourself. You know, you'll be in prison. You know, Joe will be out of job, and I'll be wearing fucking this and saying, no, we don't carry any albums more than 6 months old. Why don't you try a good record store?
Right.
It's
A
true.
good
Also,
record store.
why is 118 pages long?
This shit's not funny anymore, Lucas.
There's a pounding on the door to the store. Burko goes over and opens it. Don, a short, tough-looking man in his early 40s, enters, and he looks angry.
Are you Tony Montana?
Wait,
Oh,
that's Don. That's Don.
Are you Tony Montana? Tony Lucas? Okay, drink. I'll drink.
Yes.
Tony Montana.
Are you Tony Lucas?
Yes.
Also,
You take my wife to Las
No.
Vegas.
really bad.
Are you Don?
Why don't
I'm
you
not
come take a drive
I just have to like
with me?
use a normal like human brain.
Go, Amy.
You do what you need to do.
Like I don't know what you want, but like I have to
we had our big scene together. Like I'm happy with that. I love your work.
Keep it up.
He can't leave the store right now.
Oh wait.
I think he can.
I think he can.
What if you use my office? How would that be?
I'm going to beat the living crap out of him.
And that will be just fine.
Ah.
Yeah. Be my guest.
AJ enters the seat, Don shoving Lucas through the open door and slamming it shut. Don removes his rings and lines them up on Joe's desk, preparing to beat Lucas's face.
Diane's told me a lot about you.
Where? Wait. Oh shit. Me?
Confused because Amy's not here. I get it.
Ah.
I know.
What's the
She's
matter with
left.
you? You got a screw loose?
Joe looks around, senses something amiss.
Where's Rex?
I thought he was back here.
Rex.
Deborah comes in.
Deborah.
Deborah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Rex.
Where's
Deb.
Rex? Twice. Where's Rex? Deborah.
Oh,
Is it me?
I
Did
didn't
fuck
lose
up?
him.
Where's Gina?
Everyone looks at each other and two people are missing. The door to the count-out room is shut. Everyone expects the worst. We hear the rustling of thumping and objects crashing to the floor. Joe races to the door of the count-out room and fumes. His employees fear his wrath.
I'll check outside.
I'll look in the bathroom.
Oh, I'll look in the storage room.
They all go to their respective doors. Luke, drink. Open them and find no one. They pause nervously. Look back at Joe. Joe stands with his eyes closed, steam coming out of his ears, looking ready to knock down the door with his head. Mark rings up customers at his cash register while Corey hides below the counter, sitting on the floor and sorting through a pile of returned tapes.
We'll have to probably pay little clubs here in town until we can put on an album.
Mark, can you even play an instrument?
A businessman, 40s, hears Corey's voice and leans over the counter to see her.
Virgo taught me some guitar chords. A lot of groups only use 4 chords.
Excuse me, honey. Are you working here?
Corey looks up. She's in no mood to be helpful.
He can help you.
I'd like you to help me, young lady.
I'd like you to stop condescending. I'd like you to stop calling me condescending little names.
That is not the attitude to take with customers, young lady.
Corey stands up. She stands crashing from her lap, her voice raised.
Oh, speaking of an attitude, just because I make minimum wage does not make you better than me.
Oh.
Joe, Amy, I think you better get out here on the double.
You're about to find yourself without a wage at all, young lady.
Yeah.
I am not young. I'm not a lady. I'm not a stiff. I'm not a kid. You don't know shit about me.
Oh, that's true.
I want to speak to the manager.
Are we sure that businessman isn't a white woman?
Amy, you want it back? It's yours. If you want it.
Make sure she knows what page she's on.
Page 74. Middle of 74.
Sweet. I'm
I
on
have
the same
no
page.
idea what I just walked into.
Page 74.
It's
page 74. I'm the manager.
It's your line, Amy. You don't. It's 74 halfway down.
Oh, sorry. I went pee and you guys like made me.
Mark's.
Yeah, we jumped ahead.
Hold on 1 second.
We're just keeping it warm for you, Amy.
Fuck.
I'm the manager.
Sorry. I like went to, I went back and then I like closed all my windows. It's my line?
Yeah,
yes,
the manager.
Yes, baby.
On 74?
Yeah. Yes,
I'm
74.
the manager. What can I do for you?
Your first line on 74.
PDF is so fucked up. That's what I'm like.
Just look at the actual page, not the PDF on the top of the title bar.
Adobe Acrobat, can you please do something about this?
Yeah.
So you want to say, really? She's usually so sweet. Is that?
No, that's.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're jumping ahead to 75.
Actually, yes. Say that line.
Okay,
Say that line.
All right.
You said 78.
That's fine.
Say that line.
We'll find you.
That's good.
Say it. Say it.
You tell me. It's literally what the PDF you sent me.
No, that's it. Say, really, she's usually so sweet. That's your line.
No, it's not.
It is now.
No, it's not.
Let's do the line. I'm the
I'm gonna
manager.
give everyone their lines. I'm not kidding.
It's just a couple
Good.
lines before that. It's the page
You're
before
good.
that.
You're good. You're good.
It's where. Like, wait. I trust Olivia.
So go. You were on page So really, she's usually so sweet. Just go backwards up like 6 lines to I'm the manager.
Smoke them if you got them, kids.
We're really about to get to my meaty scenes. Like, I'm really prepared.
Wait.
Yeah. I think that AJ's my
I
perfect
trust
man.
Olivia only. I only trust Olivia right now.
Okay, here we go.
What
Olivia, you're the Amy Wrangler.
Okay. It's page 74 of the script.
So 75.
So 75 is where you
Okay,
just go back
we're
one
past
page.
the
Okay,
piece
got
of
it.
like read, right? I'm just gonna do it.
I'm the manager.
I am the manager.
Yeah, I don't see that in my script. I'm just kidding.
I am the manager. What can I do?
I see it. Okay.
She's got it. She's got it. She's got it.
Sorry.
It's your line.
No, I was excited that she said I'm the manager. And I was ready
Oh, that's-
to, like,
that's your line.
perform.
Who's the businessman?
Jay. It's actually
Jess, you didn't actually even do the line though. It's I'm the manager. What can I do for you? But okay. I'm Frank Mishner, Music Town Records Regional Office.
Oh shit!
Where are we?
It's the kind of
Frank?
Hello.
Is this the kind of language your employees use on duty?
No,
There's so much more.
Frank.
He introduced himself. He is Frank. The businessman is Frank.
Oh, okay. Is this the kind of language your employees use on duty?
That's what I'm saying. I was confused. Okay. Who's businessman?
Don't go backwards, go forward.
Oh,
as
God.
good as the
Go
Game of
forward.
Thrones finale.
Amazing.
This young lady has been extremely rude to me.
Fast forward. I fucked up. Okay. I'll drink. Whatever.
No,
How
don't.
dare you.
This young lady has been extremely rude to me.
Really?
Who?
Where are we?
No, we got it.
Really?
No, we're great. We're good.
I know
usually so
exactly where I am.
No, that's not you. Top of 75.
Okay, cool.
This young lady has been extremely rude to me.
She just said the line. You can kick it off, Mark. He's a buckethead.
Got it. Really? He's really
He's a
sweet.
buckethead, Joe.
Yeah, there we go.
It's clear to me that you have no control over your employees and therefore over this store.
Next week that might be your problem. Until then, that's my fucking problem. You buckethead.
Fine. I'll be back when it is, and all of you will be gone.
Get out of my fucking store, you asshole.
Frank does so, acting as if it was his idea. Corey looks at Joe worried.
Maybe you should count out.
Why am I fired?
Corey, have I fired anyone? Like literally, you guys are better than me.
No.
Why would I start with you?
Keep talking.
I'm waiting for the description. I'm literally like
Corey smiles and removes her cash drawer.
you should see what the music town managers have to wear. Tight mariachi pants with tiger big frilly blouses on legs,
What's the word?
lederhosens. Guess what? Get ready for fucking like Disney World.
Joe puts on a paternal hand on top of her head, and Corey laughs, her guilt diminished. She shakes her cash drawer and heads for the back room. Joe trails behind her. He suddenly realizes too late where he sent her.
The count out room.
Oh,
Burko,
no.
AJ, and Deborah are still gathered around the door to the count out room.
Deborah?
Oh, yes? Hey, how many Music Town employees does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I give up.
I don't know, but I'd be happy to check on that for you, sir.
Corey enters the back room and heads for the count out room. They all freeze, and Corey tries the door.
It's locked, Corey.
Why?
No one answers her. Their faces stark.
Who's in there?
Corey can tell it's something she doesn't want to know.
Where's Gina?
From inside, we hear the adding machine going crazy.
Where's Rex?
Corey starts to get it.
Corey?
She drops her drawer to the floor for the second time today. Change goes flying all around the floor, and she runs into the bathroom, slams the door behind her. They all stare at the door. Suddenly, they all hear Lucas being flung against the door of Joe's office. They stare at the door. In Joe's office, Lucas bounces off the wall. It's slightly dazed, but manages to maintain his equanimity.
Before you do that again, can I ask you one question? How long have you and Diane been married?
Didn't she tell you? Didn't you two put $500 on the date of our wedding anniversary and laugh like hell when you lost it?
Lucas looks offended. He'd never be that insensitive.
No, Don, no.
Don, let's go. Lucas hits his fist again. Joe's desk.
That woman was the one thing I had that was better than average.
Well, if she comes back to you, she's yours. If she doesn't, she never was.
You look at things in a real screwed up way. That's going to land you in trouble your whole life.
Don, enough about me. We're talking about you and Diane.
You think I'm going to forget about you and Diane?
Me and Diane? There's no me and Diane. It's Don and Diane. Always has been. Always will be. Don and Diane. Let's have Don and Diane over for dinner some night. Call up Don and Diane, see if they can help out. Well, Don and Diane have a swimming pool with a slide. Why can't we have one?
Lucas leans his head back, smiling at visions of happy life.
Don and Diane. That even sounds right.
Don finally takes a seat.
I don't think Diane thinks so anymore.
Lucas goes to Joe's desk and opens the bottom drawer, and he takes out a bottle of scotch. Hell yeah.
Why? Because she took a trip to Vegas?
Lucas pours Don a drink and one for himself, and Don takes a swallow. Drink.
Because you took a trip to Vegas with you.
Oh, Don, come on. Who's the better man? I work at a record store. You own your own tow truck. I can barely get out of bed in the morning. You have the strength of 5 ordinary men. I might go to jail. You're a free man. I took her to Vegas. Take her to Acapulco.
You think so?
I don't know, Don. You're the smart one.
Someone's
You're
having
right.
a party
I'm
in the background.
real smart. I'm sorry. I can turn it.
Corey sits in the bathroom crying. Someone's pounding on the door. Pounding.
Go away.
Corey, let me in. I have to go.
Do you really?
I'm not looking for an excuse to come in there and cheer you up.
Yeah, I guess not.
She closes the door, shutting the two of them in together, and Deborah pulls down her tights and sits on the toilet.
So I guess this is the worst day of your whole perfect life.
I don't have a perfect life. Just because I don't slip my wrist doesn't mean I'm happy.
Who's happy, Corey? Name me one person.
Deborah flushes the goddamn toilet and pulls up her tights.
Gina.
Did you want to fuck Rex Diamond in the count
Rex Drake
out room at Rex Manning? In the count out room?
Double Drake.
Yeah.
Is that how you imagined your first time? You're back up against the daily total sheets, your feet banging against the safe?
Well, no.
You've got this stuff about you. You just don't see it. Just get it and you'll be cool.
What are you doing? Tearing me up?
Aware her mask is slipped for a moment, Deborah gives Corey her fake smile and slips out the door, and Corey locks it behind her. Joe and AJ pick coins up off the floor. Joe tries to pick up a quarter and it's glued down. Amy?
I don't know where you are.
We're on page 80, honey.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's like really hard to keep up.
Ugh, we get it.
I'm not kidding. I wish you hadn't glued these things down. Is that where I'm at?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Right. I wish you hadn't glued these things down. I feel like the world's stupidest. Let me do this better.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
If you hadn't glued these things down, I feel like the world's stupidest practical joke victim.
AJ checks another quarter. It's stuck also.
How do you think I feel?
Sorry I'm late, Joe.
Eddie goes to his cubbyhole, peels off his Shakey's uniform, and pulls out a well-worn T-shirt which reads "Save LP."
Just stay out till midnight. I don't like steal nothing.
Eddie goes to the timesheet and signs in.
Stay till midnight. Don't steal nothing. Okay. Where's Rex Manning?
Rex!
Rexy, baby.
Yeah, those fuckers are like doing some nasty things that I can't like. Actually, they're on their own like legal terms. He and Gina are having a little party in the count out room. Like a nasty thing that I don't even want to say as a woman.
Yeah, Gina. Okay.
Joe looks from Eddie to AJ. AJ nods, confirming Eddie's crush on Gina.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna cry at me?
Yeah.
Eddie was always my perfect guy.
Oh, was he? Christ, don't you guys know any girls who don't know work yet?
Eddie collapses in your chair, pulls an orange vest out from under his butt. He eyes it suspiciously.
What's this?
They're turning Empire into a music town.
Eddie lets out an anguished cry, clamps his hands to his head, and at that moment, the door of the count-out room opens. Gina emerges, looking a little flustered, but fully dressed.
My world is crumbling.
Rex comes out of the count-out room and finds everyone looking at him. He knows they know, and he smiles smugly.
I was muted. What's wrong with this picture?
Wait, let's go back since he was muted. He smiles smugly.
What's wrong with this picture?
Suddenly furious, AJ lunges at Rex, flailing him against the wall. Rex tries to push AJ away, but he can't. He flails back, and it's a hockey fight, messy and passionate. Joe tries to break it up with the water with a wild punch in the face of Rex, and Joe gets up disgruntled, disgusted. And Amy says,
Break his face.
Who said? What page are we on?
Break his face, AJ.
Corey hears the commotion, decides to check it out, and she opens the bathroom door. Corey comes out to see AJ and Rex slugging it out. Her eyes widen. AJ is holding his own against the older, stocky Rex. His shirt is ripped off his shoulder.
What?
To Corey, AJ suddenly looks magnificent. Rex reaches for a weapon, comes up with a CD. He slashes at AJ with it.
No fair.
No fair. Rex gains the advantage. Corey throws herself between the two of them, and AJ tries to shove her out of the way.
He's not worth it, AJ. Come on, stop it.
AJ pauses, taking the passionately pleading Corey. Rex takes advantage of the moment to sucker punch AJ in the gut. AJ goes down hard. Corey lets out an instinctive scream and drops to the floor, and she cradles his head.
AJ, say something.
He can't. He's winded. Rex stands panting. Joe is quietly very angry.
Wait, I don't know where.
Hey,
the hell out of my store.
Amy, just say, get the hell out of my store.
Wait, where? What page?
Bottom of 82. Bottom of 82. Get the hell out of my store.
Oh, I see. Get out of my store. Okay, great.
Rex looks around. Gina avoids his eyes. He has no allies.
Where's Jane?
Quit. She quit.
What?
I was lying about your hair. It looks stupid.
And we all hate the new album.
Not to mention that outfit.
You know, I've been thinking about this moment for a long time. I wondered where I'd be. 6 albums, and maybe 6 good songs later, and you saw it happen. The end of the road. You know, I've been watching you guys, and I've been thinking you're lucky. You don't have anyone but yourselves.
Rex exits, leaving the room in silence.
Hey, Gina, I hate you.
Toxic.
Thanks,
No.
Corey. Yep. Yeah, I really hate you.
He goes into the bathroom, slamming the door behind him. Corey shuts herself in the storage room. Gina glares bravely.
Damn.
Gina grabs her bag and rushes out into the store. Joe knocks on Corey's door.
This is some fucking slut shamey shit right here.
Top of page 84, everyone. We're in the home stretch. Come on, guys.
We're getting my
the home
juicy parts.
stretch.
Juicy parts.
I have a libido, okay?
Okay, guys. Middle of 84. Middle of 84. Lucas
right.
comes out of Joe's office. Don's
Really
still
right.
in there talking on the phone. Lucas
Billy Ray,
goes.
may I recommend we jump ahead?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody skip ahead to page 98. 98.
98.
No, Dave said 98. Deborah has a monologue at the top of 98.
Okay, 98.
Top of 98.
There goes all
98 on the page, not 98 on the page.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's lame, but I've had this idea. It's been coming at me all day long. People have been looking after me all day, and I just figured it out. Why does someone have to cut themselves for that to happen? Why just me? Why today? We're all in pain all the time.
Oh, no,
hey, let's just look after each other. How fucking hard can that be?
What a line to start on. Corey gets in, goes over to Gina, sits on the floor on her feet. We know they're best friends again, and the room is silent.
We're just trying to connect to people.
There's a gunshot from inside the store, and then Amy says,
What happened in this movie? What is this movie?
Have you never seen this?
Marcus closes to the door. He starts to open it.
actually.
Joe rushes over and pushes him back, then starts to open the door cautiously. Warren looks down at the smoking gun in his hand.
There's a gun? What?
This movie was a precursor to the times we live in right now.
This movie is the
Warren.
whitest movie of all time.
My little baby.
Warren, you have a line.
Wait,
I said-
but I want Lauren to have her line.
Warren, go.
He's fired. He's fired a shot into the Rex Manning stand-up Corey
What?
attacked earlier. We can see the bullet hole in Rex's chin. There are about 20 customers in the store now, mostly hiding behind album racks. About 8 are gathered near the front with AJ being held hostage by Warren.
Warren, why don't you let these people go?
Why don't you fuck yourself?
Warren,
You think I'm stupid?
AJ doesn't answer that one. Joe closes the door and turns to Lucas right behind him. It's Warren. He's got a gun.
What did he shoot?
I don't know. AJ looks okay.
He's mine.
No, you stay there. Call the cops and go out the back.
Warren is mine.
I said stay here. Call 911. Tell them he's just a kid. Joe walks out into the store. Joe walks up to Warren. Let me have the gun.
You can't fucking tell me what to do. You told me not to come back here. Well, here I am.
Warren fires over Joe's head.
Fuck you, Warren.
He points the gun around and enjoys the power as people cower and sprawl, and Lucas arrives with his arms up in the air.
Warren, how's the crime spree, man?
He steals from you, and you don't do dick to him? You still working here?
Last I heard.
You're gonna give me a job?
No, Warren, not now.
Everybody skip to page 110.
All right, sure.
Top of 110.
I was about to
Top
have
of
a line.
110.
I was really
You
excited.
guys
Okay.
realize that I
I'm
ate an
there.
entire
I'm
bag of
there.
McDonald's.
Is everybody on
Yes.
110? Here we go. I can explain if
I'm going in and out as soon as this shit is over.
Oh.
Do you feel like what
Oh my God, I
reality
need food.
this is?
I can explain if
Do you have any more lines?
Yeah,
Who's
Mitchell.
Mitchell?
Shut up, please.
What?
Tell me.
Bill
Which
Schmidt.
one took the money?
Joe shakes his head, he's not going to tell. The back door opens and Lucas comes in out of breath carrying a cup of beer.
Mitchy Mitch.
Mitchell looks at Lucas like he's a stupid child.
Hello,
Dude, what?
Lucas.
Some party, huh?
He offers Mitchell the beer. Mitchell declines. Lucas shrugs and takes a sip. He sits down on the couch.
Wait, where
What a
are we?
Beautiful sight.
111.
110.
Lucas, Joe, and I are having a discussion.
Let me ask you about this Music Town thing, Mitchell. If this deal goes through, next week you are the proud owner of one of many Music Town records across this great land, correct?
Joe hangs back and listens to where Lucas is going with this.
Yes.
And this is preferable to you because Music Town jacks up their prices and some of this money goes in your pocket.
I don't have to explain my business decisions to you.
I'm talking business here, Mitchell.
Oh, cool.
When Music Town comes
I
in,
don't want to be a part of this business.
Joe is out. And Corey and Mark are out.
Joe is out. Joe is done.
Deborah and her tattoo are out. And Eddie and his 8-track.
I'm out.
Gina will be out before her first shift's over. Bank on that.
I'm
You
out.
don't need AJ. He's out. And it goes without saying that I'm out.
Lucas takes a swig of beer and offers it to Joe, who accepts.
Now, I can't speak for Joe, but what I might do in that situation is open my own record store in that empty space next to the video arcade. And man, would my prices be reasonable.
Oh, Amy's gone.
That motherfucker does not have the goddamn capital.
Oh, yes, he does.
No.
No, I don't have it. Not all of it, but I'll get it.
Lucas raises his eyebrows, visibly impressed, and Joe drops his cup in the trash. Mitchell, I quit! Silence. They hear a roar go up as Burko's opening chords resounding outside. Joe walks towards the front with Lucas following. Rest in peace, Amy.
Hey, can I be night manager at the new store?
Joe gives him a look.
Can I? Come on, Joe. Let me be night manager.
Joe caves in. All right, but I'm withholding $100 a week until you pay back your debt to society, God damn it.
Can I have a raise then?
Joe smiles. Jen is waiting at the front door. Joe takes her hand, shuts out the lights, and leads her and Lucas out into the parking lot. The crowd is now immense. Kids at the edge of the crowd are barricading the roads with tree planters, etc. Several kids wearing Music Town banners, blah, blah, blah. Police enforcement arrive at the edge of the crowd, but the crowd's growing exuberance and size are more than they can handle. The cops resort to using megaphones.
This is an unauthorized gathering in a public place. We urge you to disperse this area.
We urge you to stand up on your cop car and shove that megaphone up your ass.
Yeah! A drunk girl kneels on the hood of a cop car and others let the air out of the patrol car's tires. Deborah makes pink noises in the intercom and Burko's band is now assembled on the gift top roof. Mark swaggers at the microphone.
Welcome to the new empire. And now
speakers are-
the new originals.
Burko's band blasts. They play a song. Skip to top of page 114. Corey.
Oh. Hey, where's AJ? I can't find him.
It's all dialogue for the rest of the script. No description. Go!
Here's a song that's a favorite of ours. We hope it's one of yours. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rex. Diamond Manning. Get your fucking
why'd you
box.
diamond that?
Hey, kid, if you're opening a new store, I wouldn't mind being a part of it. That's a rap on Jack Williamson. See you in Denver, kid.
Guys, seriously, who's in New York? I'm coming back to New York.
Not now. That's for the end. Not now.
Are we
Keep
done
going.
yet?
Corey.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're not done. We're not done.
AJ.
Corey,
Oh,
what's going on?
a lot.
What are you doing?
Anything I want. If I want to sneak out, I will. And if I want to not sneak out, I'll do that too. I'll do what I want and what the hell with and what the hell with what everyone thinks and to hell with what everyone thinks I should. It includes you. I'm not gonna do it your way or Gina's way or Deborah's way or my mother's way or anyone's It's way but mine. Okay, maybe I haven't found out my way yet, but I will. Fuck, this is hard. I will. And you're fucked up because you're not even looking for a way yet.
Corey, stop hitting me.
Shut up and listen. You're such a jerk because you have a giant dick talent and a great heart and everything is shaped.
Giant dick talent.
Corey.
I said shut up. I know you don't love me anymore, and I know I blew it, but at least I know you know nothing.
Corey.
I loved you, damn it. I loved you so much. I didn't realize it until I didn't realize it was love because it was better than love. It was respect and comfort and friendship. So fuck you.
I quit.
You did?
I'm going to art school.
You are where?
Wherever you're going.
Oh,
And
Felicity.
I love you, Nimrod.
Oh man, what a day.
A lot of stuff happens, and Mark says,
You know, I'm starting a band.
and you know what? It's the end of the Empire Records.
90s were the best. 90s were the best.
It's been a while since we.
Guys,
Now
honestly,
I
actually
know.
had
90s were the best.
1994 like.
I
I
can't
don't
believe
know.
this script.
Guys, this script
No, that
that
script
cool?
is so different from the movie, guys.
So different.
It is.
Anybody that's
And
still
these were the
my
best.
favorite movies.
I need
I'm
to
like,
ask everybody on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the successfulness of that read?
6.5.
based on
It's
how we
been so
normally
nice
do-
to meet
Are we
you all.
gonna?
And
Bro, what time did we start this? We're on here at 6:30. I'm
It's
hammered.
been 3 hours.
Where we are anymore. Where's everybody? Is
I ate
everyone
a
in
whole
LA?
bag of
Half the
McDonald's.
people are.
I'm gonna
Guys,
say-
guys,
It's gotten
Yes,
smaller, Luke.
Yes.
I'm gonna read a little closing spiel. Stick on for just a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna do a proper goodbye.
Where'd
outside
Amy
of the
go? Oh, I
library.
feel she's missing the
But,
best part.
So I'm gonna read this part. So next week, same time, same place. We're doing Rear Window, Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. We got Pat Healy, Ali Ionitis, Brian Cogman, and more. It's benefiting Project Face Shield from Symbolic Arts. So please subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Scripts Gone Wild, and on Twitter at Crunk for Charity. And if you feel inclined, toss us some scratch at patreon.com/Scripts Gone Wild. Keep donating to FoodBank NYC because they're fucking awesome. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday. And say goodbye, everybody. And then we're going to switch to the non-live version.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
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 Like my
Stay healthy, everyone.